All right, welcome back as we are doing another live play-by-play. It's the Chicago Bulls versus the Cleveland Cavaliers here. And so looks like that the starting lineups are just announced. And so we're just waiting for the action to start. I'll be doing play-by-play throughout this game. We'll also be talking about some of the stats and some of the storylines going on. And so you guys feel free to chime in on the chat and everything else. And so once again, I just want to thank everybody out there for coming to the channel, and let's see if we can get the win. And so D-Law, first one in the comments here, he says, let's get this win or get the win. And so I'm with you. So let's go. Let's see if we can see a win tonight for the Chicago Bulls. It was a tough night last night against the Milwaukee Bucks. But like I was saying there on the post game, it is all about really just the response from this team. And so they've been resilient. Let's see if they can go ahead, get themselves off the mat here as they take on a tough Cleveland Cavaliers team. And so once again, play-by-play, we'll be giving it to you here. So the teams are at this point just kind of shaking hands and just kind of doing the last minute kind of shakeout here before the ball is tipped up. And so here we go. Bulls visiting the Cleveland Cavaliers. And here's the tip, and it is won by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so that looks like that's Jalen Tyson with it across half court right now. Gives it over to Evan Mobley, and he's guarded by Buzelis. Knocks it into, oh man, the Cavs early with a 2-point shot here. How about that, guys? Let's see who just made that. So that was DeAndre Hunter. So sorry about that, guys. So DeAndre Hunter scores the first points here for the Cavs. And so here we go. Here comes the Bulls up the court and kicking it over to Josh Giddey. Giddey making a move, doubled, and it looks like the ball is kicked out here by Donovan Mitchell. 2-0 early. 11:01 to go. All right, so the Bulls miss, and so here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers quickly up the court. Donovan Mitchell kicks it into Evan Mobley, and it's a quick 4-0 lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it's a turnover here for the Chicago Bulls with 10:50 to go in the first quarter. Here's the inbounds pass over to Evan Mobley. Top of the key, guarded by Monis Buzelis into DeAndre Hunter. It's knocked away by Giddey. Quickly up the court. The Bulls are up. Here's Monis Buzelis going to the rack. Up and under move. No foul called. Cavs on the run. Here's Jalen Tyson with it. Guarded by Giddey. He has no numbers. Gives it back out to DeAndre Hunter. Deep three is up and good. And just like that, the Cavs are up 7-0 with 10:27 to go in the first quarter. They're taking a timeout on the court. So a quick 7-0 start here for the Cavs. All right, guys. So a quick 7-0 start here. I mean, the Cavs pretty much, it's been some pretty solid offense. I think that they're getting right where they want to go. So DeAndre Hunter, I think he came off like a little down screen early. He was able to hit something, and he's definitely feeling good when he's taking a deep three like that. So he's got a quick 5. Evan Mobley pretty much was behind the defense when he scored his basket. And so Donovan Mitchell just found him quickly. So that's where the 7 has come from so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers. As far as the Bulls and just really what's going on with their start so far, 2 quick turnovers here. So let's see if the Bulls can clean that up. Kind of get themselves settled here and get on the board. All right, so we're coming out of the timeout right now. The Bulls down 7-0. They just did a quick video tribute here to Isaac Okoro. So the inbounds pass is in. Here comes Trey Jones up the court, crossing it over, guarded by Donovan Mitchell. Kicks it over to the left corner to Josh Giddey. Hesitates, kicks it around, and then Modest Mazelis looks for Vucevic, but it's knocked away here by Jared Allen. And so almost another turnover for the Chicago Bulls. So definitely come out a little tight here. So here comes Trey Jones up the court, takes a three. It's off the mark and out of bounds. So it'll be Cleveland Cavaliers basketball, 7-0 start for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here comes Donovan Mitchell across the half-court line, crossing over, drawing contact. That was a foul there from Trey Jones. Donovan Mitchell averaging 30.9 points per game, fifth in the NBA. So waiting on the inbounds pass. Here comes Donovan Mitchell. Gets it over to Jared Allen. Got a lot of space here. Waiting on DeAndre Hunter to come around a screen. He's got it. Circles in at the free throw line. Hands it over to Jared Allen, and he's fouled by Trey Jones. I believe that's a quick two on Trey Jones. And so that's back-to-back nights that the Chicago Bulls have gotten to some early foul trouble. Isaac Okoro had a quick two yesterday against the Milwaukee Bucks, and I believe this is Trey Jones' second as well. And so the second shot is up after Jared Allen misses the first to make it 8-0, the Cavs. Here comes Kevin Huerter. Quickly up the court. They'll kick it over to Isaac Okoro. Spins, kicks it back out to Vooch. Left a wing three-point shot is off the mark. Cavs rebounded. Coming up the court, DeAndre Hunter feeling it already. Takes a three. No good. Rebound, Cleveland Cavaliers. It's back out to Donovan Mitchell. They'll get it back over to DeAndre Hunter. Crossing it over. Down to Evan Mobley. He tries to get it into Jared Allen. It's stolen. Here comes the Bulls up the court quickly. Josh Giddey, full head of steam, and he gets the Bulls' first two, laying it off the glass in transition. Josh Giddey gets things started here in Cleveland for the Chicago Bulls. Here comes Cleveland. Here's Donovan Mitchell, a deep three. No. Here comes Isaac Okoro. 1-on-1 off the glass. It's rejected. No goaltending call. The Cavs get the ball back. Here comes Jared Allen, and I believe he dribbles off of his foot, and he does. It's a turnover. The Chicago Bulls get it back. Isaac Okoro tried to go 1-on-1 and got the shot blocked, but the Bulls were able to get a break here with Jared Allen dribbling off his foot. So here comes Josh Giddey now. Across the center line, around a Kevin Huerter screen, splits the double there, kicks it out to Patrick Williams. His corner three is good. 8-5 for the Bulls. 8:30 to go. Giddey averaging 9.8 assists a game, second in the NBA. Here comes Evan Mobley. He's guarded by Patrick Williams. Some great defense here. Donovan Mitchell gets it, kicks it into Jared Allen. He gets the ball knocked away, and it's another turnover. Here come the Chicago Bulls. Let's see if they can turn defense in the offense. Giddey tossing it into Nikola Vucevic, and it's knocked away. And let's see if they called a foul on that, actually. So the inbounds pass for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Giddey around a Vucevic screen. His shot is up and no good. It was near the free throw line. And it's rebounded by the Cavs. Here comes Jalen Tyson, and he's at the top of the key. A little dribble handoff over to DeAndre Hunter. and he tries to get it back to Jalen Tyson, but it is knocked away by the Chicago Bulls. And so 7:51 to go here in the first, 13 on the shot clock. The Bulls' activity has picked up as they're starting to get some deflections here defensively. And it looks like this is Donovan Mitchell on the inbounds pass baseline here to Jalen Tyson going in. Good defense from Patrick Williams, but Jalen Tyson still able to throw it off the glass and make it 10-5. Cleveland Cavaliers up, and here comes Josh Giddey down the court quickly, takes the contact and finishes. So he scores yet again, 10-7 for the Cleveland Cavaliers as they're leading here. So the Chicago Bulls trying to claw their way back in, 7:26 to go. Good defense from Kevin Huerter. Here's Donovan Mitchell looking. He finds DeAndre Hunter, dribbles in at the free throw line runner. He gets it, and he is fouled to make it 12-7. Cleveland Cavaliers leading. All right, guys. So Lonzo Ball just checked in for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's DeAndre Hunter, and he's able to make the free throw to make it a 3-point play for Cleveland. And so 7:16 to go. Here's Josh Giddey crossing over, guarded by Jalen Tyson, around a screen from Isaac Okoro, spinning, tried to get it into Isaac Okoro. It was stolen, but it looks like that they call a foul here on the play. So, yeah, it looks like that Jalen Tyson kind of wraps around here and fouls Isaac Okoro. Ref catches it. Bulls basketball. Here's the inbounds pass. Here's Vucevic dribbling in on Evan Mobley. He doesn't have anything. Back out to Patrick Williams. Here's Vooch reposting. Back to Patrick Williams, who was cutting. He was there, but he just mishandled the pass. And so Cleveland, they go ahead and they get the steal. Here's Evan Mobley behind the back going in on Vooch. No good. But they call a foul on Vucevic. Oh, they got Vooch on a swipe down, but I'm not necessarily sure that Vooch really got him on the swipe down here. He's calling for the review. I'm not sure Billy Donovan was too happy about that call either. 13-7, 6:48 to go. Not seeing a challenge coming, and so it looks like that Evan Mobley will be going to the free throw line as he makes his first. I believe there's a delay of game call right there on the free throw, trying to get set at the free throw line. And so here's Evan Mobley. His second shot is up and good. So he makes it now 15-7. Cleveland Cavaliers up. And so here comes Josh Giddey, whips a pass over to Vooch, top of the key. Finding Giddey now on the left side. On the baseline, he's doubled, kicks it over to Vooch. Swinging the basketball around the perimeter. They see an open Isaac Okoro who hits a 3-point shot from the right corner. And so good ball movement from the Chicago Bulls to keep it moving, finding the open man. Here's Lonzo Ball, his three way off the mark. And there is a scrap for the ball, and Kevin Huerter gets it. Here comes Patrick Williams up ahead to Kevin Huerter. Had some space, pump fakes, back to Patrick Williams, top of the key. 3-0, but the bottom of the net. 15-13. The Bulls getting right back into it. Here comes Evan Mobley. He crosses over his 3-point shot. Short, and it is rebounded by Patrick Williams. Almost stolen. Giddey ahead to Vucevic, and he gets a layup off the glass to make it 15-15. An 8-0 run here for the Chicago Bulls. And so a good answer for the Bulls as they're taking a timeout on the floor. Bulls getting back into it after a tough start here. Some turnovers, some foul trouble. Trey Jones hasn't been on the floor because he's got two quick ones. Kind of reminds you of what happened to Isaac Okoro yesterday against the Milwaukee Bucks. And so far, Isaac Okoro, he's got 3 points. He's got a rebound today. They did give a video tribute to him. Josh Giddey, 4 points. He's got 2 assists. He's also got a steal as well. He is 2 of 3 from the field, 66.7%. Patrick Williams coming in and knocking down some shots. He's already got a couple threes today, so 6 points. He's got the 1 assist and 1 rebound, so it's always good to see Patrick Williams be aggressive like this. Kevin Huerter, look, he hadn't scored yet, but I do like the energy right now. He's scrapping out there. So 2 steals, he's got an assist, and he's got a rebound. So some good stuff here off the bench for Kevin Huerter. So that's exactly what this team needs. 15-15 right now. We're in the middle of a timeout. And so Cleveland, the leading scorer over there, you got DeAndre Hunter. He's got 8 points. He's come out pretty well. He's knocked down a couple of threes. He's got got an and one play, and so that was one play, and he knocked down a 3. But you can tell he's certainly comfortable out there shooting the basketball. Then Evan Mobley, he's starting to try to get a little bit more active. 4 points right now, 1 assist. I thought that the foul call on Vooch, I'm not sure he necessarily got him with the swipe down, so I think it was a little bit of a bailout. Then Jalen Tyson, 2 points, 2 rebounds. So far, Donovan Mitchell, no points, but he does have 3 assists and a rebound. So a little bit more of just kind of distributing the basketball right now. And so Donovan Mitchell, pretty quiet to start off. All right. So it looks like we're coming back out of the timeout. And so just re-showing some of the good ball movement here, especially on Isaac Okoro's 3-point shot. And so the way that the Bulls were able to swing it from the left all the way over to the right to find him for his 3. Then Patrick Williams, no hesitation off of the Kevin Huerter pass. And so Bulls right back in after a 7-0 hold that they were in early. And so they were able to come back from that. So here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Lonzo Ball around an Evan Mobley screen. Back to Evan Mobley, battling in, turnaround shot on the baseline, up and good as he goes through the chest of Isaac Okoro for a possible and one. So 17-15 with Evan Mobley heading to the line. I hear you, Jeff. Definitely got to get a rebound for sure. And rebound time for the team, too. Yeah. Here comes Josh Giddey up the court, across the half court line. Looks like around a double screen. And so good defense over to Kevin Huerter, corner to Isaac Okoro. Didn't want the 3, but he does draw the foul. So it looked like that he certainly could have taken the shot, but, went ahead and put it on the deck here. I believe he's fouled there by Wade, the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, so Ayo Dosunmu's just checked into the game, and here's inbound to Josh Giddey, working on Dean Wade, kicking it over to Kevin Huerter, dribbling in. He tries to cross it over, almost lost it, got it to Patrick Williams. He takes another 3, and it's short, and it's the rebound to Evan Mobley. Quickly ahead to Lonzo Ball, back to Evan Mobley now, setting a screen for Dean Wade as he kicks it in, and that is a nice dunk right there. Or correction, that wasn't Dean Wade, actually. Sam Merrill. So here comes Lonzo Ball, quickly up the court. Got it to Dean Wade. And now over to Sam Merrill, to Lonzo Ball. And Evan Mobley getting downhill, gets another foul. It's now 20-15. Evan Mobley getting super active here in the first quarter. So the Cavaliers have already been to the free throw line 6 times in this game. The Bulls have no trips. Actually, it's 22 to 15. Evan Mobley, 3 of 3, 4 of 5 from the field. He's got a quick 11 points. That was an and one, so that's where the 22 comes from. And so 4:16 to go. Here comes Ayo Dosunmu around a screen right now. Bulls looking to get something going as the Cavs on a little bit of a run. Kevin Huerter trying to get it back to Ayo Dosunmu. That leads to another first quarter turnover for the Chicago Bulls. And so 4 turnovers here so far, 22 to 14, 4:07 in the first. So here's the inbounds pass, and Lonzo Ball takes it across the midcourt line for the Cavs. Stan Merle over to Donovan Mitchell, back to Merle for 3. It's no good. It's tipped around, rebounded inside to Jared Allen. And Trey Jones is back in the game with those 2 fouls. There's Jared Allen driving in and then a reverse layup, and he scores 24 to 15. And Jalen Smith is in the game. And got away with a travel, I believe. So 9-0 run here for the Cavs. Here's Trey Jones. Good defense from Lonzo Ball. Around a screen from Jalen Smith. Contact. And they call the foul. Feet got tangled up there, and so I believe they called the trip there on Lonzo Ball. So 24 to 15. Here's Ayo Dosunmu throwing it in, but it's picked off by Jared Allen. He's in the post. He tries to get it to Donovan Mitchell, and he does. He's over at the left 3-point line or in the corner here, takes a wild shot, and it is off the mark and rebounded here to the Chicago Bulls. Here's Trey Jones coming up, and now kicking it over to Jalen Smith. And he's good from the corner. 3-point shot. Jalen Smith knocks it down to make it 24 to 18. Here comes the Cavs quickly up the court. It's stolen by Kevin Huerter. Quickly ahead to Trey Jones. He lays it up to make it 24 to 20. And now here comes the Cavs back up the court now. Donovan Mitchell going in, and he scores to make it 26 to 20. 2:42 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Matas Buzelis. Oh, crafty dribble, but it's stolen. Here's Donovan Mitchell quickly ahead to Merle. Alley-oop to Jared Allen, and he got it. 28 to 20. And again, a tough start for the Chicago Bulls, especially when it comes down to the turnovers. All right. They say the Cavs 10 assists on 11 made baskets right now. The Bulls have a 6 total turnovers here in the first quarter. So 6 total turnovers for the Bulls in the first quarter. Right, timeout on the floor, and it looks like that the teams are getting ready to head back out of this timeout. And so we'll see if they can get a spark here because last couple possessions just hasn't been good. The Cavs, I believe, are on a 9-0 run. We were last talking about here. As they're out of the timeout right now. Bulls basketball. Here comes Trey Jones. 2:28 to go. Cavs shooting 64% from the field. Bulls shooting 66.7 from downtown. Here's Modest Vazelis behind the back, going to the rack, and it is rejected by Evan Mobley. All right, so it looks like that there's a challenge on the play. And initially, I think that they thought that it went off of Evan Mobley, and Evan Mobley said not to challenge, but Coach Atkins sees it, and they do challenge, and I believe that they are going to win it. Evan Mobley blocked the shot, and Modest Bazelis kind of caught it, and then it went out of his hands. And so it's probably going to be Cavs basketball, but let's see what the ruling is going to be. So right now we have a challenge on the floor. It's on a block shot out of bounds. And if it was off Evan Mobley, but like I said, it looks like that Modest Bazelis essentially catches it and then it drifts out of bounds after the block shot. So this might be Cavs basketball here with 2:16 to go in the first. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be out of bounds. And so Ball said the right things and done the right things. He deserves his chance. Yeah, I'm with you, Jeff, man. It's just unfortunate that he got injured. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Lonzo Ball definitely plays the right way and everything else. And so let's see what he does with this opportunity with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So he's playing with some pretty good energy right now. I like his defense. And so even though he fouled Trey Jones there early, I still like the kind of intensity that he's bringing out there for the Cavs. I think that's something that they're going to need. So right now in the timeout, Kobe White is pretty vocal here in the players huddle, trying to maybe get a spark going for the Chicago Bulls. So Modest Bazelis, I think he's had a tough start here early because he's really had, two turnovers essentially is what's going to happen here because he tried to go behind the back there. That turned into a turnover. And then now this play, essentially, even though it's a block shot, I think that's probably going to count out as a turnover too because he caught it and then dropped it out of bounds here. So see what happens for the Bulls. Still talking about it and still in the middle of a coach's challenge right now. And so that's the stoppage in play. All right. So they do confirm that Modest Bazelis did, in fact, touch the basketball. And so that means that it is a turnover there for the Bulls. And so it'll be going back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right. So here comes the inbounds pass. Here's Donovan Mitchell. It's being guarded by Ayo Dosunmu. And now he'll kick it over to Jared Allen. Jared Allen to Merle around a screen. Now he'll kick it over to Dean Wade in the left corner. 3-point shot is off the mark. Trey Jones quickly ahead on the rebound. Tried to skip it to Modest Bazelis, and that goes out of bounds. And so it looked like that Modest Bazelis might have had a step there. Just a good idea, just bad execution here for the Bulls. And so 7 turnovers for the Chicago Bulls. And so here's Donovan Mitchell. Floater is up, and it's no good, and it's a rebound inside by Modest Bazelis. So I believe Modest Bazelis had 8 rebounds yesterday. And so here's the handoff to Jalen Smith. Smith setting a screen for Kevin Huerter, dribbling in all the way to the lane and off the glass and good. And I believe the foul is called as well. And so a potential and one for Kevin Huerter. So, yes, it was a foul here from Jared Allen and him across the face there on that layup. And so 22-28, Kevin Huerter makes it a 3-point play. All right. So here comes Lonzo, kind of backing down a little bit on Trey Jones initially, and then he gets it over to Jared Allen. A lot of traffic at the top of the 3-point line now, and a lot of hands down there. They're battling for the basketball, and then it bounces right to Lonzo Ball as he scores a layup to make it 30-23. And quickly back up the Bulls score to make it 30-25. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. And so here's Donovan Mitchell, step back three, no good. He left it short. Rebound, Jalen Smith quickly ahead to Trey Jones. 14-2 with the bench points right now for the Bulls as Ayo Dosunmu being active and drawing the foul. Dosunmu makes this first. 48.7 seconds to go. Here's Ayo Dosunmu. His second shot is good to make it 30-27. 45 seconds left. Here comes Zoe across half court for the Cavs, working on Trey Jones around a screen, gets it over to Merrill. He doesn't have anything, skips it into Jared Allen. His runner in the lane is good to make it 32-27. Here comes Ayo Dosunmu, working on Donovan Mitchell. He doesn't have anything. The Bulls working it around the perimeter. Here's Modest Buzelis crossing over, working on Dean Wade, taking the contact, getting to his left, and making it a nice play from Modest Buzelis. And so here comes Donovan Mitchell across half court. Cavs in no hurry. 7 seconds to go. Now he gets a switch. Going to the lane, kicks it over to Merle. He's wide open for three. His shot is off the mark, and a good late contest from Modest Buzelis getting back into it. And so 32-29, the Cavs lead after one. And so we're headed to a little bit of a break. And so far, the Bulls just really struggling with the turnovers, able to get it back to where they are right now due to the bench kind of coming in and just kind of taking things over for the Bulls. And so some good energy to get back into this one, 32-29 right now. The Cavs are up. So for the Cavs, their biggest performer right now seems to be Evan Mobley. He's got 11 points. He's got a rebound. He's got an assist. He's only missed one time from the field, so he's 4 of 5. And so I think his activity is certainly shown here in the first quarter. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Let's see. Then with Donovan Mitchell, he's still really hasn't scored like that. I mean, he has been, I think, a little bit more aggressive here down the stretch of the first quarter, but only 2 points. He does have 3 assists. He's got a rebound. He's got a steal as well. And he's actually 1 of 5. So kind of struggling to get it going, and he's 0 of 3 from downtown. And let's see. As far as Jared Allen, he has 7 points. He's got 2 rebounds. He's got an assist. Excuse me. He's got a steal. He's also 3 of 4 from the field for Jared Allen. For the Bulls, their leading scorer is Patrick Williams, and so 6 points still. He's 2 of 3. Kevin Huerter, he's got 3 points. He's got 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block shot there. Ayo Dosunmu's come in. He's got 4. And then Jalen Smith has 3. Isaac Okoro still with 3. You have Modest Buzelis who hit that 2, kind of getting downhill. And then Vucevic has 2. Trey Jones has 2 and 2 rebounds. So 4 and 2 for Giddey as far as points, and then the assist. And the one that was in foul trouble early was Trey Jones, but we're heading into the second. And so he does have 2 fouls thus far. And so looks like that we're coming out of the timeout. The second quarter is set to start. The Bulls down 32-29. Second game of a back-to-back. They lost to the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday, and so they got off to a good start. Milwaukee was able to kind of walk them down, and then Giannis just had quite the game there yesterday. Bulls didn't really have an answer. And so I think the story of the game so far is just the Bulls just really kind of came out, just the turnovers just really was kind of sloppy there to start off. And so let's see if they can clean it up here going into the second quarter and the rest of the game. So the Cavs 12 of 14 in 2-point field goals. It's Ayo Dosunmu all the way down the court, and he gets the foul and he gets the bucket as well. So a nice play from Ayo Dosunmu right out of the gates here in the second quarter, attacking the Cavs, getting to the line, and also getting the layup. All right, so 32-32. 12-4 run here for the Chicago Bulls. Here come the Cavs up the court. It's Craig Porter Jr. has entered the game for the Cavs. He's the one that fouled Ayo Dosunmu. And it's a rebound from Josh Giddey. Nice one to Ayo Dosunmu. Quickly ahead to Jalen Smith. He caught it, and he didn't finish the layup, but he was fouled. Looks like he got pushed there by, I believe it was, Evan Mobley pushes him. So was a nice pass right there from Ayo Dosunmu. Found the right hand of Jalen Smith, threw it off the glass, and got pushed there from Evan Mobley. And so he's heading to the line, and he makes his first. So the Bulls, they lead 33-32. Here's Smith, makes his second. 34-32, 11:24 to go in the second quarter. Here comes Donovan Mitchell, hands it over to Evan Mobley. And Evan Mobley gets it back from Donovan Mitchell, but he's tied up inside by Patrick Williams. And some good activity from Patrick Williams as they don't call the foul, they call the jump ball, but this is a good play from Patrick Williams. He's on the back line of the defense. He's able to get in there and tie up Evan Mobley before he can get the ball up for a shot attempt, forces the jump ball. As the tip is won here by the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell going in on three defenders and misses the shot. It bounces out. And it's rebounded by Dean Wade, but then it's knocked out of his hands by the Chicago Bulls. 11:03 to go. But Donovan Mitchell taking it in on three players, and the ball just comes out of the rim here. So be Cavaliers basketball. Here's Donovan Mitchell. He's looking to pass it in, and he gets it over to Evan Mobley, going into the chest of Jalen Smith, gets him up and under. And a nice play there from Evan Mobley to make it 34-34. With 10:52 to go. So the Bulls bench 21 points to the starters 13, I believe. And so here's Josh Giddey handing it off to Ayo Dosunmu off the glass, left-hand layup, no good. And it's rebounded by Jalen Tyson, crossing it over, kicking it over to a Dean Wade as he was shooting the three-point shot from the left wing, and it's no good. And here comes Modest Buzelis crossing in, going at Jalen Tyson's chest, taking it up, and a foul is called. So it looks like that the first quarter, the Cavs were getting to the free throw line, and now you see that the Chicago Bulls are starting to pick it up, and they get to the free throw line as they are now 6 of 6 from the free throw line. As Modest Buzelis hits his first. And he hits his second. Bulls up 36-34, 10:19 to go in the second quarter. Here's Donovan Mitchell around a couple screens. His three-point shot's no good, and it's a rebound from Jalen Smith. Here comes Josh Giddey up the court, crossing it over, looking for a pass or an outlet, gets it over to Kevin Huerter, And then he doesn't have anything. And now the Bulls are swinging it around the perimeter. Here's Patrick Williams with it, taking a little jab step, going at Evan Mobley, going in, and then he takes a fadeaway shot that is off the mark and rebounded by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Donovan Mitchell racing up the court. His right-hand layup, no good. A tip by Evan Mobley is no good. And here come the Chicago Bulls, 3-on-3. Here's Josh Giddey running hard down the lane, and he is fouled as he misses the layup there. So the Bulls putting pressure on the rim and a good late sprint there from Josh Giddey to open it up for a pass, and he's fouled there. So 36-34, 9:40 to go in the second quarter. Yeah. So some good spacing right there on that fast break attempt there for the Chicago Bulls. Kind of open up a chance to get to the free throw line, or open up the pass to get to the free throw line there. Here's Giddey. His second shot is up and good to make that 38-34. So the Bulls are up by 4 here. So 7 of 7 here in the second quarter. Bulls doing a great job as far as getting to the free throw line. Here's Evan Mobley, passes it to Donovan Mitchell, goes up for the dunk and misses it, left it short. Here come the Bulls. Here's Josh Giddey ahead. It looks like he wanted to take the three, waits for Jalen Smith to post, and his turnaround shot is good, but they call a travel. Wow. So, yeah, travel there. Jalen Smith didn't like it. So here comes the Cavs quickly up. Here's Porter. Now to Mobley, kicks it over to Jalen Tyson. His three-point shot is off the mark. And here's Jalen Smith with it. The Bulls are on the run. Here's Josh Giddey taking contact, getting downhill, throws it up. It's rejected, but rebounded by Isaac Okoro. He's looking for somebody. He's in the post. He kicks it over to Kevin Huerter. Now to Josh Giddey around a Huerter screen. One-on-one, him and Porter. Swings it over to the right corner to Jalen Smith. He's backing down, and a backdoor cut from Josh Giddey with the layup there. Good patience for the Bulls as they're able to find a backdoor cut. And now they've opened up a little bit of a lead as it is 40-34. Here comes the Cavs quickly down the court as Evan Mobley hits a three from the top of the three-point line to make it 40-37. Here comes the Chicago Bulls up the court. Patrick Williams crossing over. And I believe we have, is it a foul from Tyrese Proctor, who just checked into the game? So it was a good pass there from Jalen Smith and a good slip to the back door from Josh Giddey. So Josh Giddey, 8 points, 3 of 6 now. As Patrick Williams was fouled, he is heading to the free throw line. He makes his first. And so Patrick Williams, good activity. So I believe that is now 7 for him. And Patrick Williams hits the next 2 as well to make it 42-37. I believe he has 8 so far. So 23-2 with the bench points for the Chicago Bulls. So they are getting it done. Here's the Cavs. Three-point shot is up and no good. And so here comes the Chicago Bulls. Here's Josh Giddey across the half-court line. Behind the back pass to Jalen Smith. Fakes the three. Kicks it over to Isaac Okoro. He doesn't have it. Back to Jalen Smith. His three-point shot is up and good. All right, the Chicago Bulls ahead 45-37. 8 points here for Jalen Smith. As it looks like that, look, Jalen Smith, man, he might be back to where he was before the Milwaukee game. He had double figures 5 of the last 6 games. He had that broken that last game out. So he's off to a good start in this one. Oh, man, I appreciate that. The greatest news for all, just leaving words of encouragement. This is the best play-by-play coverage of Chicago Bulls games I've seen on YouTube. You got it, man. Hey, thanks for stopping in, man. I definitely appreciate you. So whoever that is, appreciate you. So 45 to 37, we're at a timeout right now on the floor. And so, look, the Chicago Bulls got off to, I think, a sloppy start with the turnovers and everything else. But this is really something that the Bulls have just shown here in the early part of the season. And it's been their resilience. And it's just been this, quiet kind of confidence that they know that they'll figure some things out. And so far, I think that this is what this team is doing here. They're figuring some things out. You can see that the bench is coming in and they're doing what they're doing. And I love the fact that the last couple possessions, you're seeing the Bulls really trust the process, especially when it came down to that backdoor play with Josh Giddey. Also, too, his free throw attempt, right? They're talking about it on the broadcast where it's just the spacing and just the timing, right? Where Josh Giddey fills in perfectly. They get the pass to him. He's fouled there. And then also, too, just trusting the pass where Isaac Okoro doesn't take the shot. He allows Jalen Smith to relocate. He gets into a little bit more of a comfortable kind of shooting window for himself there on that right wing, and then he's able to knock it down. And so the Bulls trusting the process, trusting each other, really trusting the next pass right now. And so the Bulls playing some good team basketball here in Cleveland. And so this is going to be a huge test because it's not just a sprint in the NBA season. It's really a marathon, and it is how you answer your, from just being in an adverse situation here. And so remember, they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks, and I think everybody wants to see what their response is going to be. And so far, they got down in this game. It wasn't a great start, but now they're finding some things out about themselves, and they're ahead of the Cleveland Cavaliers 45 to 37. And so, just some of the stats here for us. And so Patrick Williams, he's having a pretty good game thus far. He's come in. He's knocked down a couple of threes. He's got to the free throw line as well. And so he's got 8 points. One of the plays that I liked about Patrick Williams so far is forcing the jump ball against Evan Mobley. And so you're seeing some good physicality there. Then you have Ayo Dosunmu, who's come in 7 points as well. Jalen Smith, he's looked pretty good thus far. He's also got 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And so Sticks is very active. And so we have Julian Phillips. He's just checked into the basketball game as we're out of the timeout right now. The Cavs have it. Here's Lonzo Ball dumping it down to Evan Mobley, and he dumped it down to another Cavs player that actually missed the dunk there. And so here comes the Chicago Bulls quickly up the court. Here's Jalen Smith, and he continues his hot start as he knocks down another three-pointer. 48 to 37, the Chicago Bulls, they're on a little bit of a tear right now. Here comes the Cavs quickly up the court, and it's rejected. And nice defense right there from the Chicago Bulls, as that's Jalen Tyson actually got it rejected. And so here comes the Bulls quickly up the court, and it's in the corner right now to Isaac Okoro. A little bit of a banging there between him and Sam Merle, and I believe they call the foul on Merle. Or no. It looks like it's illegal defense because I do see Josh Giddey going to the free throw line. It looks like that all the players here are going back outside of the 3-point line. So, yes, I believe they do call an illegal defense. And so 29 to 2 right now for the Bulls as far as bench scoring, just absolutely getting it done. As Josh Giddey knocks down the free throw attempt here. And so the Bulls, hey, they got some things going here. They are 10 of 10 right now in this quarter. And so that was another thing, too. The Bulls weren't getting to the free throw line, but right now they're getting to the free throw line. And here's Josh Giddey behind the back, whips the pass over to Jalen Smith. He now kicks it back out to Herter off a screen roll. Jalen Smith doesn't have anything, kicks it over to Herter, up and under, 3-point shot, good before the shot clock goes off. Herter knocks it down. The Bulls on an 18 to 3 run over the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds to make it 52 to 37. Here comes the Cavs trying to answer. Here's Lonzo, his three, in and out, rebound inside. Jalen Smith, as he kicks it now over to Kevin Herter. The Bulls across the midcourt line. He's at the top of the 3-point line. And to Giddey, to Herter relocating in the corner. Step back three. Oh, it's off the mark. He left it short, but it's rebounded by Julian Phillips. Good hustle. Got it to Giddey. To Jalen Smith. Back to Giddey. He's working on Merle. Takes a little bit of a step. Waves off the screen. He's going at Tyrese Proctor, throws up a runner, off the mark, good hustle inside from Julian Phillips, getting another rebound inside, and the shot clock went off, but it looks like that they're trying to figure out if the shot clock went off or was it a foul here, and so let's see. It definitely hit the rim, I believe. And so the refs are talking about this right now. So we have a stoppage in play, 52-37, second quarter, 5:52 to go. As Julian Phillips, look, he hadn't scored, but I like the activity from Julian Phillips actually hitting the offensive glass right now for the Bulls and giving them some opportunities. So Jalen Smith right now, he's got 7 rebounds. So he's off to a possible double-double here. 3 assists as well. So it is Bulls basketball, 6 on the shot clock. And here's Giddy dumping it in to Jalen Smith. Doesn't have anything to Herter, dribbles in, kicks it to the corner, and the clock's running down. Got to have better recognition of the shot clock here as it runs out on the Chicago Bulls and it turns into a turnover. And so they got the ball back, but the shot clock was low. So 5:40 to go, 52-37. Good energy here from the Chicago Bulls. Lots of handshakes as they come off the court. So here comes Lonzo Ball. 5:38 to go. Crossing it over, top of the key, drops it over for Jared Allen. He doesn't have anything to Proctor. Setting the screen here for DeAndre Hunter. Spinning in. His shot is up and good. And I believe they call a foul on that as well. And so, yes, DeAndre Hunter able to spin his way inside in the lane, gets fouled, and he is heading to the free throw line as well to make it 52-39 right now. So for those who are just joining us, DeAndre Hunter actually had a pretty good start here for the Cleveland Cavaliers, excuse me. And so he hits the free throw now to make it 52-40, and that's actually the first free throw of the quarter for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So here comes the Chicago Bulls. Trey Jones kicking it over to the left corner to Isaac Okoro. His 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. Isaac Okoro's knocked down a couple here, and so 55-40, 5:03 to go. And here's Proctor, his deep 3 for the Cavs, nothing but net. As he answers back to make it 55-43, Tyrese Proctor, very good guard out of Duke. Got a chance to watch a lot of his games last year. And so 26-11, Bulls lead the quarter as far as scoring. And so here comes Trey Jones, crossing it over, taking contact, kicking it to the right corner. 3-point shot from Ayo Dosunmu. It's good to make it 58-43. And Ayo Dosunmu definitely looks like he's got his legs tonight as he's actually got it going off the bench. And so here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers up quickly. Jared Allen tries to get a layup off the screen roll. Nothing. Here comes the Bulls. Out and running, Trey Jones taking his time now around a Vucevic screen. Dumps it over to Vuce on the roll. Fakes the post shot. Now back out to Trey Jones as the Bulls are kind of working it around the top of the perimeter. And so here's Ayo Dosunmu crossing over on Proctor, going up and under. No good, but a nice move from Ayo. And so here comes the Cavs. Here's Proctor to Ball. Back out to Merrill. Now to Proctor. 3-point shot is up and it's good as he makes it from the same spot that he just made it a moment ago to make it 58-46. And so here comes Trey Jones trying to get it over to Jalen Smith inside on the drive, and it's knocked away by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so Tyrese Proctor coming in and giving the Cavs a little bit of life here as he's got a quick 6, 2 of 2. Second round pick there from Duke. I think he's very underrated. And so 58-46, 3:38 to go, and it looks like that there is a timeout on the floor as the Chicago Bulls have come back from a slow start, and they've got the Cavs down 58-46. And so some of the stats here, right now, Ayo Dosunmu, he's got 10 points. He's also got a rebound as well. He's 3 of 5 from the field, and he's also 1 of 1 from downtown today and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And so I just mentioned it looks like that he has his legs under him. And so I just thought that yesterday in the post game, I was saying that, perhaps, just kind of that layoff, he just wasn't necessarily in the rhythm that he wanted to. And so it looks like that he's looking more like he was at the start of the season there. And so that happens, when you're out with injuries and stuff like that. So he looks like he's in much better game flow right now. And so that's pretty big for the Chicago Bulls. Jalen Smith, I think he's been really one of the stories off the bench right now. So Sticks has got 8 points, 7 rebounds. He's got 3 assists as well, 1 block. He's 2 of 2. and 2 of 2 from downtown as well, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And so Sticks, by the way, is his nickname for us Bulls fans out there. Julian Phillips, look, he's come in. He's definitely had some good energy thus far, and so he's actually got 3 rebounds. And so I love what we're seeing from him. They also list him here as the 3 points, and so 1 block shot. And so good activity from Julian Phillips. The bench has done a great job for the Bulls. Isaac Okoro, look, he had a pretty good preseason game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and so hopefully we see some good offense from him tonight. He's already got 6 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. I believe he had 11 in their preseason game here, and so we're hoping that he wants to come back to his former team and maybe show out a little bit. Manas Mazelis, 4 points, 3 rebounds. You got Nikola Vucevic. He's been quiet, 2 points. But look, I think Vooch is going to be that guy that will help take us home in this one. And so Trey Jones had a quick, foul trouble issue there early. He's back in the game. He's doing a great job as far as just keeping the pace, making sure that things are settled here for the Bulls, attacking when they need to. So 2 points. He's got 3 assists at this point, 2 rebounds. You have Josh Giddey. Look, he is being assertive at this point, 9 points. He's hit the technical foul. He's also, finding teammates. So he's got 2 assists, and he has a 3 of 7 field goal attempt to make ratio here. So 42.9%. And he's also 3 of 3 from the free throw line, which is something that Josh Giddey did a great job of last season. And we're starting to see that here this season. So looks like that Jalen Smith on the bench. He's got a wrap on his knee. It's often the thing here with Sticks. And so 58-46, 338 Bulls basketball, 7 of 14 in the quarter, 5 of 6 from deep this quarter. So the Bulls have come alive from there. Here's Isaac Okoro. He'll take another one, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net as he knocks down another one. He's 3 of 3, 9 points to make it 61-46, and the Cavs come up quickly as that's Merle who knocks it down to make it 61-49. So here comes the Chicago Bulls back up the court. Here's Vooch looking for somebody. Gets it over to Isaac Okoro. 3 of 3 tonight. Kicking it over to Trey Jones. Going to the glass, and he's got it. A nice move from Trey Jones. He gets to the baseline and quickly throws it up off the glass. A tough layup there. So 63-49. Here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. Quickly inside to Merle. And it's bounced off of Evan Mobley's foot, and it turns into a turnover. Here comes Trey Jones crossing it over and trying to get downhill, and it is knocked out of his hands there as Tyrese Proctor is back into the game at this point in time. So 63-49, 2:46 to go. And I believe that was actually a foul call. So Trey Jones will be going to the line there. So on that crossover, I believe it's a reach-in foul, and now Trey Jones will, in fact, be heading to the free throw line. And so Trey Jones starting to get pretty active here. And so he misses the first free throw. Looks like that Josh Giddey is coming to the basketball game. The Bulls, they're putting in a lot of players here early. Strength in numbers. That's been the theme here for the team. Here's Trey Jones, and he hits the second one to make it 64-49. As the Chicago Bulls are up here on the road against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Donovan Mitchell. He's looking for somebody. He gets it over to Evan Mobley, top of the key, working on Isaac Okoro. Good defense from Josh Giddey on the denial. They'll kick it back out to Donovan Mitchell, working on Vooch. His three-point shot up, no good. A long rebound back out to Sam Merle. Back to Donovan Mitchell, driving in. He doesn't have anything. Re-kicks it out to Tyrese Proctor. He misses it. It's knocked away. And I believe that they call a foul. I want to say it could be a foul here, maybe over the back. And so 64-49, Donovan Mitchell, 1 of 10 at this point in time. And so talked about that in the first quarter. Donovan Mitchell really didn't get off to a great start scoring the basketball. He was doing a great job as far as distributing it. But you can tell the frustration is there right now for Donovan Mitchell, but still a lot of game to go. Isaac Okoro headed to the free throw line as he will make his first. And so Isaac Okoro, he's in double figures now. And so just going back to what I was saying here earlier, he had a good game in the preseason against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so they've already done a video tribute for him. And so Isaac Okoro makes sense for him to be locked in for this game. And so he knocks it down again. And so Isaac Okoro, Doing a great job as a scorer thus far. And the Bulls, 13 of 14 from the free throw line this quarter, getting it done as far as drawing the contact and getting to the line. They are in the bonus. And so here comes the Cavs quickly up the court. Here's DeAndre Hunter. And I believe that there is a foul call on his drive. And so 66-49 with 2:06 to go. So it will be an inbounds pass here, not a shot attempt for the Cavs until 66-49. And here's the inbounds pass from Donovan Mitchell. They're trying to get him open off the screen. Good ball denial from Trey Jones. Evan Mobley looking for somebody. Great defense at the top for the Bulls. Here's Modest Mazelis one-on-one with DeAndre Hunter. And he's he fouls him on it's a three-point shot, and he fouls him. Wow, initially it looked like it was great defense from Modest Mazelis. You could tell he tried to pull his hand out of there, got caught in the cookie jar, and so it was a rip-through play here for DeAndre Hunter. And so actually, in looking in the replay, not even necessarily a rip-through. Really, he just kind of drew enough contact from Modest Mazelis to get the call and get to the free throw line. And so 14 points for him, misses the free throw, but the Cavs get the rebound. Here's Merle, his three-point shot is up and no good, and it is rebounded by the Chicago Bulls. And so 66-52. And so here's Josh Giddey getting downhill and getting a layup to make it 68-52. And did they call it delay of game? And so it was a spin move initially here for Josh Giddey. Got it knocked away, and he's able to gather it, and then he put it up off the glass over Sam Merle. But I do believe that they called a delay of game. And so, yeah, it does become a technical foul. This kind of goes back to earlier in the game. I believe he wasn't either set on the free throw line, and then he kind of knocked the ball away. And so actually that was a tech, and so not a delay of game. And so maybe that's what it was. But either way, technical foul. Cavs come down. They knock it down. So I hear you. Win this game. I feel you. And that is Mackenzie Steffen. I got you, man. Win this game. I feel you. So here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. Crossover. Donovan Mitchell looking, and it is stolen. Here comes Trey Jones quickly up to Josh Giddey. Behind the back to Trey Jones. Back over to Vooch. Giddey's open. Three-point shot. No good. It's in and out. But it's tipped around, and it is knocked out of bounds off of Isaac Okoro with 1:06 to go in the second quarter. Just want to thank everybody out there who is watching the stream, and make sure that you press that like, hit that subscribe, follow Chicago Bulls Insider as we talk nothing but Chicago Bulls basketball daily. Feel free to drop a super chat if you want to or whatnot. If not, we appreciate you hanging out. So here's Evan Mobley, his three-point shot, no good, and it's a rebound inside from Trey Jones. Quickly over to Josh Giddey, waiting for Vooch. He's got a mismatch inside. Vooch off the glass, and good recognition there from the Chicago Bulls as Vooch running the floor hard and gets a play on Jalen Tyson. And so it's stolen. Giddey ahead, a nice pass, and the Aussie throws it down to make it 72-56. Wow, the Bulls playing just inspired basketball right now. And that's Sam Merle. He's able to get free for a three-point shot from the right wing as that makes it 72-56 now. And so here's Patrick Williams dribbling it up. 17 seconds to go in the second quarter. This will probably be it as far as the final possession. Here's Ayo Dosunmu. He's working on Donovan Mitchell, waiting on a screen. He double quickly, kicks it over to Vooch, dribbling in, spin move on Evan Mobley, blocked, rejected. He caught it, threw it up. No call for Vooch. He wanted something. Nothing called. So 72-56. Terrific finish for the Chicago Bulls after being down 7, struggling with the turnovers, and just really the bench came in and just started to make some things happen. The Bulls put up 72 points on the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we're heading to halftime at this point in time. And so Bulls up 72-56 at this point in this halftime. All right, so halftime stats here. We'll just kind of jump into that. So starting with the individual stats and really what we're seeing here. And so Isaac Okoro, look, he's got 11 points. He's got 3 rebounds, 2 assists. I think that he's done a great job as far as showing confidence when these 3-point shots have been there. So that's been good to see with Isaac Okoro. And he's also got to the line 2 times as well. So 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Isaac Okoro making things happen, especially after a tough night yesterday where he was in foul trouble. And so Modest Buzelis, look, it's been a quiet night offensively for him. 4 points. He's got the 3 rebounds. He did have like kind of some silly turnovers early, but Modest Buzelis hanging in there. He's got another half to go. And so everything's working together. So he's got 3 turnovers. And so that just kind of goes into a tough start for him. And then Nikola Vucevic, he's been quiet, just knocked down another basket here. So 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for Vuce. He's 2 of 5 from the field, and he has yet to take a 3-point shot. And so Trey Jones thought his activity picked up a little bit here in the second half. And so 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Again, I think the thing to watch for with Trey Jones, just the way that he's able to kind of keep the pace, the space, and everything else and keep the ball moving and just know when he has to take advantage of his offensive opportunities. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Josh Giddey, look, he's been active. And so Josh Giddey, once again, once he starts going, pretty much there hasn't been too many teams that have been able to slow him down thus far. And so 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Does have the technical foul thus far, so 5 of 10 from the field. He's 0 of 1 from deep, and he's 3 of 3 from the free throw line, so doing a great job there as far as getting to the free throw line. And on top of that, Josh Giddey has 0 turnovers as well, so that's great to see. He's a plus 12 for the Chicago Bulls, which is actually one of the best. And so next, just looking at some of the bench play here. And so Patrick Williams, look, I'm loving the aggressive nature from Patrick Williams on the offensive end. And again, just going back to his defensive sequence here, there was a play here in the second quarter where it looks like Evan Mobley is going to get a layup, but he gets in and he actually wraps him up before he's able to get the ball up to the basket and then causes a jump ball. So Patrick Williams, the activity's there for him. So 8 points tonight. Kevin Huerter, look, he's not hitting a whole bunch of shots, but they've been timely shots. And so 6 points. But I think more importantly, what he's doing defensively. So 2 steals, he's got a block shot. Kevin Huerter just doing these scrappy type of things right now for the Bulls. And so he's 2 of 3 from the field, and he's also 1 of 2 from deep. Again, I think that he's doing a great job too, as far as just not taking the first shot. He's making these pump fakes and then just keeping the ball moving, stuff like that. Ayo Dosunmu looks a lot better than he did yesterday night against the Milwaukee Bucks. And so I think he's a little bit more in the flow. You can see that he's starting to kind of get downhill like we saw early so far in the season with that one-man fast break ability. And so he definitely looks like he has that pop tonight. So 10 points, he's got a rebound, and he's 3 of 5 from the field, and he's 1 of 1 from deep, and he's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So Ayo Dosunmu getting to the free throw line. And very impressed with Jalen Smith tonight. So Jalen Smith, look, he is showing the confidence, knocking down the 3-point shot. And I think it's important when we're talking about confidence with Jalen Smith, because it wasn't the best game for him yesterday. There's been some up and down this season for him. But again, Billy Donovan must trust him. And he's got to trust the process too as well. And so I like the fact that Jalen Smith is taking advantage of his minutes tonight. He certainly was part of the big turnaround for the Bulls. And so 8 points, he's got the 7 rebounds, he's got the 3 assists and a block shot tonight. So the activity from Sticks has been good. And so the Bulls, that is their score breakdown. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, I think that one of the stories here is that Donovan Mitchell has really had a tough one. So he's only got 3 points in this game. And he does have 5 assists, and so he's doing a good job there, but he's 1 of 10 from the field. So, how much longer is that going to take place for him? Because he's 0 of 5 from deep, 1 of 10 from the field. So, Donovan Mitchell is going to come out in attack mode this next half. I think that Evan Mobley's done a great job as far as trying to get downhill and get some stuff going for the Cavs. But to the Bulls' credit, I think that they've also kind of tightened up a little bit here on Evan Mobley. And so 16 points for him. He's also 6 of 8 from the field, and he is 1 of 3 from deep, and he's just 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And so that's pretty huge because he was getting to the free throw line early. So that slowed down DeAndre Hunter. They took him out of the game after a good start. He's back in. He's got 14 points for the Cavs. Sam Merle's got 6, and also 2, I think, to note, Tyrese Proctor has done a great job for them as far as giving them a little spark. And so he's knocking down some 3-point shots. And so that's the individual breakdown right now. If you're just joining us, we're right now at the half. And really the story of the game has been the Bulls bench. It's just been incredible because, at one point, 29-2, as far as just the Bulls scoring off of the bench points here. And then, also, too, they were 10 of 10 at one point in the second quarter as far as getting to the free throw line for the Bulls. So been just a huge quarter for the Bulls there in the second. All right. And then just kind of jumping over here to look at some of the team stats. And so right now, it looks like that we see that the Bulls are shooting 48.1% from the field. And then let's see, I'm trying to find the 3-point percentages here. So that's from 2, from 3. They're 10 of 14, 71.4%. So the Bulls knocking down their 3-point shots. The Cavs just 7 of 25, 28%. And the free throws here, 16-17. And so that's huge. The Bulls just really kind of turned it on here in the second quarter after not getting there. And so already ahead of the Cavs here as far as just showing the physicality and drawing the fouls there. So they're shooting 94.1%. And the rebounds for the Chicago Bulls right now doing a terrific job. I talked about this with Julian Phillips and his multiple efforts, but really across the board for the team, 27-15 with the rebounds. And you have to love what they're doing with the defensive rebounds. And so 22-10, the Bulls have the advantage there. The assist, 17-18 with the Bulls, 17 assists to 23 field goal makes, pretty good efficiency. You see that the Cavs, 18 assists to 21 of their field goal makes. Block shots, 5-3. So the activity is there for the Bulls. And then the turnovers, again, after starting off with 7, just 2 here. And so 9-7, the Chicago Bulls leading that category. Fast breaks in the Bulls' favor, 19-7. So I think that was huge there. Really in the second quarter, kind of picking it up out of the first. They were able to kind of get the running going of the offense, and 26-24, Bulls lead in the paint scores here. And so let's see if the Bulls can pull it together. Their largest lead here in this game so far has been 19 points. The largest lead for the Cavs has been 9. And so, again, after a slow start, the Bulls climb back in. We are at halftime right now with the Bulls up in Cleveland, 72-56. And another note too, Sam Burrell's actually got 6 assists too, guys. So 6 assists for Sam Burrell off the bench for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Doing a good job as far as moving the basketball around. S 72-56. All right, guys. And so we're just waiting for the second half to pick up right now as the teams are on a timeout. Looking at the player of the week in the West. Shea Gillis Alexander, 28.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. Player of the week in the West. Then the Eastern Conference, Tyrese Maxey, 33.5 points per game, 5.3 rebounds a game, and 9.8 assists. Wow. And Tyrese Maxey playing at a high level. All right, guys. So while we are waiting here for the half to pick up, just giving you some quick score updates around the NBA. And so it looks like that the Mavs are getting ready to secure a victory against the Washington Wizards, 111 to 105. As it looks like that the Wizards are getting ready to take the L there. Then just updating you here with the Raptors and the Philadelphia 76ers, as the Sixers are up 99 to 94 right now in the third quarter. Looks like 31.6 seconds to go there in the third quarter. Joel Embiid is playing out there. And so Barnes is the leading scorer. And then Trendon Walford for the Sixers, 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. Man, he's almost got a triple-double here. Knew he played pretty well for the Nets, and so interesting that they picked him up over there, but it looks like that he's actually had a pretty solid season thus far. Then you got the Lakers and the Hawks, and so the Hawks are up 77 to 63 right now in the third quarter. The Lakers are down. Luka's got 22 and 10 right now. The Hawks are up in that one. So then you have the Trailblazers and you have the Heat. And so this is in the third quarter as well, 74 to 67. If you're a Bulls fan, I think you're rooting for the Trailblazers to win because we definitely want their pick to convey over. So next you got the Pelicans and the Spurs, 71 to 63. Spurs on top of the Pelicans here in the third quarter, 7:18 to go there. Wemby's got 11 and 15. Then you got Trey Murphy, the third's got 18 and 6. Then you got the Pacers and the Nuggets. Looks like that they just got underway with 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Nuggets with the early lead, 16 to 14. We got the Suns and the Clippers. They are set to go ahead and tip off here at 7:30 on ESPN. So that looks like that is the Suns visiting the Clippers. As the Clippers are 3-5, Suns 4-5. And so getting ready to come out of the half. All right, and so Casey Johnson reporting here. It's talking about a story from Josh Giddey in last year's game where he was struggling out there defensively, and he said that he really turned it around from that point on. And so looks like that we're getting ready to start up the half, and so now that Casey Johnson has done his reporting. So 72-56. You're ready to start the third quarter. Bulls really got it going in the second quarter. Let's see if they can close out. Huge test for the Chicago Bulls after a tough loss there against the Milwaukee Bucks. But we've said it already that this is a marathon and not a sprint for this team. They just need to figure out ways to put it together enough each night. And ultimately, I think that they're going to like the sum total of the season. And so here we go. It'll be Bulls basketball as they'll be inbounding the ball. If you're looking at the screen, the Bulls are going to be going to your right. You got the Cavs that'll be going to your left. That's if we're looking directly at the screen here. And so all right. And so just indicated that the Bulls only had one turnover in the second quarter. All right. So it looks like that we got like a little bit of a delay here. I think that the refs are trying to take a look at something that's not correct here. It looks like that they're looking at the rim, and so they feel like that the rim is a bit off here. So looks like that is the delay here is they're looking at the rim. It'd be the rim that the Bulls are going to go ahead and be shooting on this half. And so a little bit of the delay here in the second half to start for the Chicago Bulls and Cleveland Cavaliers. Yep. So all right, so it looks like that, yes, in fact, we are in a delay. It looks like that they are going to go ahead and rearrange the rim here. And so a little bit of a delay in this one. Hopefully this doesn't throw the Bulls off. Looks like that they're taking it all as a pretty good joke here. They're out there laughing about it. And so 72-56, still waiting for the second half to start up. Bulls, very good second quarter. Only one turnover after having 7 initially here. All right. So if you're just joining us right now, we have a little bit of a delay to the second half as they are readjusting the rim. That seems to be a bit off here. So, oh man, laughing a little bit. These guys are talking about the nationwide commercial. And so if you guys watch the Chicago Bulls broadcast, you know that Stacey King and these guys get out there and they sing the nationwide commercial. And so, joking about this. And so 72-56 right now. We are in a little bit of a delay right now as they've come out to check the rim to make sure that it is not off. So they put the measurement tool up there, and I think that they're good to go with it now. And so the players now coming back out to the court. I believe they moved the ladder here. And so just waiting for the inbounds pass. It'll be the Chicago Bulls ball. Again, if you're looking at the screen, we're going right to left. Well, the Bulls going right, and then you have the Cavs going back left. And so here's the inbounds pass. Josh Giddey across the half-court line over to Vooch. He was open for a moment. Kicks it over to the corner to Buzelis. His three-point shot is off the mark. And the miss to start off. And so here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell going to the lane. His runner up and good. Nice little step through for Donovan Mitchell to make it to 72-58. Bulls still up in this one. Donovan Mitchell, 2 of 11. Here's Josh Giddey, top of the three-point line, dribbling in right now. And he throws it up, misses it, tips it, rebounded inside by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so here comes Jalen Tyson with it, kicking it over to Donovan Mitchell, barreling it in. No foul call, rebounded by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Back to Donovan Mitchell, running at the lane. He throws it up, and the shot goes down. And I believe he's fouled too on this. Do they count the shot? Nope, they wave off the shot. They wave off the shot, but they do call the foul on Modest Buzelis. They say it is on the floor, and so it'll be Cleveland Cavaliers basketball side out. So here comes Jared Allen, kicks it over to DeAndre Hunter. Here's Hunter. He's got Giddey on his back. Giddey makes a play and blocks the shot, and he gets it back, does DeAndre Hunter, and tips it in to make it 72-60. And so 10:46 to go. Quick four for the Cavs. Here's Giddey around a couple screens. Back to Trey Jones at the top of the three-point line, dribbling in. He knocks off his defender. The Bulls working the basketball around. It's back to Vooch, back to Jones, kicking it to the right three-point or to the corner for a three-point shot for Modest Buzelis. He misses, and it's a rebound now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here comes Evan Mobley. He's working on Modest Buzelis, going to the lane, throwing it up off the glass, and Modest Buzelis is called for the foul, and it counts as Evan Mobley hits the bucket, draws the foul, and it's a quick 9-0 start for the Cleveland Cavaliers in the third quarter. All right, so timeout on the floor, 72-62. The Bulls with a quick, the Cavs with a quick 9-0 start as the Bulls call the timeout here early in the third quarter. So it certainly seems like the Cavs have been a bit more aggressive in this quarter. They've already drawn a couple fouls here and coming right at the Chicago Bulls to start off this third quarter. All right, 72-62, waiting for the Bulls and the Cavs to come out of a timeout right now on the floor. Cavs have come out very well here in this third quarter. Bulls will need to answer. Got DeAndre Hunter is up to 16 points now. Jared Allen, 7 points, 2 rebounds. He's actually 3 of 5 from the field here. So Jared Allen, let's see if they try to get it down to him a little bit more here in this half. But it looks like they were getting ready to come out of the timeout here. 10-19 to go in the third quarter. All right. And so we're coming out of the timeout. They're going through a little bit of an instant replay, looking at a defensive breakdown here where this last play, Monas Vazelis is at the top of the key. Doesn't get any help either from Vooch or Giddey. Leads to Evan Mobley coming in and getting the layup and the foul call as well. So great video right there showing that. And so here comes Evan Mobley to the free throw line. And he will make his second. All right, so 72-63. Bulls still up. And so Patrick Williams is coming to the game. Good defense from DeAndre Hunter, setting a screen for Josh Giddey around another screen from Vooch. Vooch got a three-point shot from the top of the three-point line. No good. Good look. Not the right results. And so here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers quickly up the court. Here's Evan Mobley now dribbling in. As Giddey was there for the contest, but Evan Mobley able to finish over him to make it 65-72. As here comes the Bulls. A nice back cut from Trey Jones. And it looks like that he gets caught in a little bit of an up and down motion there. So a traveling violation. 9:43 to go. Can the Bulls hang on through the storm and get it back together? And so here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley's been very active this quarter. Kicks it over to Jalen Tyson. Wide open three. It's good. And just like that, it's 72-68. The Cavs come out on a 15-0 run over the last 3 minutes. And so here comes Trey Jones as he's fouled by Donovan Mitchell with the pesky defense. So 72-68, 9:22 to go. Trey Jones coming off the floor. Here comes Ayo Dosunmu back in. Inbounds it to Josh Giddey. Oh, it's knocked away, almost stolen. Recovered by Vooch. And they call the offensive foul. They say Vooch clears out with his body, and they call the foul. So Vooch saves the turnover, but then turns into Jalen Tyson, and then they call the foul here. So looks like that it ends up being a turnover anyway. And so now here comes the Cavs, 72-68, 9:13. Here's Evan Mobley. He's been like the point forward this quarter. He's working on Giddey. Double team to DeAndre Hunter. His corner three is off the mark. And here comes Isaac Okoro skying in for the rebound. Quickly ahead to Vooch. Vooch off the glass in transition to make it 74-68. And this gets the quarter scoring started for the Bulls here in the third. So here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers quickly up. DeAndre Hunter off the glass, but it's rebounded by Jared Allen. And then they get it to a cunning Evan Mobley for a layup to make it 74-70. Here comes the Bulls. Ayo Dosunmu's got a lane. It lays it up off the glass to make it 76-70. Nice move from Ayo Dosunmu finding a lane. And so 76-70. Here comes the Cavs. DeAndre Hunter, top of the key, three-point shot is up and good to make it 76-73 with 8:10 to go. Here's Ayo around a Vooch screen, being guarded by Donovan Mitchell. Looking, gets it over to Josh Giddey. He's on the left wing, waiting for a screen from Vooch. He goes around it, double team, going baseline, skips it over to Ayo Dosunmu. One more pass to Patrick Williams. His three, nothing but net, as Patrick Williams knocks it down to make it 79-73. Terrific ball movement for the Chicago Bulls. Here comes Evan Mobley dribbling in. Josh Giddey gets called for a foul as Evan Mobley goes into the chest there of Josh Giddey. Looked like he tried to meet the physicality. Ref calls the foul. So 79-73. The Cavs continue to keep running Evan Mobley out there. It's like a point forward right now. Notice he's bringing it up and he's starting the offense. And so he's got some stuff going here in the third. So he's got it at the top of the key again, hands it over to DeAndre Hunter, working on Patrick Williams, as DeAndre Hunter was looking to possibly pass it inside to Evan Mobley, but then goes over to Jared Allen, and it looks like that there is a foul on the floor here. So 7:32 to go in the third quarter, 14 on the shot clock for the Cleveland Cavaliers, side out with Donovan Mitchell. Here's Donovan Mitchell, the pass into Jared Allen, who gets it over to Donovan Mitchell, up fake at the free throw line, step back shot, no good. Good defense from Isaac Okoro. And here comes Josh Giddey clearing it for the Bulls. Quickly ahead is Ayo Dosunmu. He's into the right corner at the three-point line. Back to Josh Giddey, crosses over, going up off the glass, but he is fouled by Evan Mobley. And so he goes right at him and draws the foul here. So a nice little crossover here from Josh Giddey, realizing that he perhaps had the speed advantage and getting to the free throw line here. And so that's a good thing for the Chicago Bulls. Is if you're struggling there on the offense, go ahead and start to get to the free throw line. That helped him out in the second quarter as he's able to knock down the first. Makes it 73-80. Lonzo Ball just checked in for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 7:14 to go in the third, and here's Josh Giddey for the second one, and it rims in, and it's good. So the Bulls, 81-73. Here comes Lonzo Ball, guarded by Ayo Dosunmu. It's across the half-court line, now picked up by Josh Giddey, dribbles it, and he almost lost it, but it is recovered by Dean Wade. And here comes the Cavs. Here's DeAndre Hunter attacking Patrick Williams, and he knocked it away. And so Patrick Williams doesn't get the foul and meets the physicality there. You wanted to see if it was an offensive foul. It certainly looked like DeAndre Hunter maybe kind of charged in there, but no call. Cavs get the ball back. Inbounds pass DeAndre Hunter off a screen. Nothing but net. Nice little down screen that they set for DeAndre Hunter, and he's able to knock it down to make it 81-76. Cavs still chasing the Bulls. Here's Ayo getting it over to Vooch. Doubled temporarily. They kick it back out to Ayo Dosunmu. Here's Vooch, and a nice backdoor cut from Isaac Okoro, and Vooch finds him for the layup to make it 83-76. Good action for the Bulls. Here comes the Cavs. Lonzo tried to get it into Dean Wade, and some good defense from Isaac Okoro. Gets his hand up at the last second and deflects that. But going back to that last play, before the play where Isaac Okoro got the cut, they're showing just the good down screen action to get DeAndre Hunter open for a three-point shot. And so good execution by both teams there. As you see that Isaac Okoro goes up, slips the screen, gets backdoor, and a good find from Vooch on that last play. So 23-21 in assist. Cavs got the basketball. They've inbounded it. DeAndre Hunter one-on-one with Giddey. Oh, crosses him over, goes to the rim and throws it down. Oh, what a play from DeAndre Hunter. 83-78. What a cross from DeAndre Hunter and a finish at the rim. And Josh Giddey is hobbled as we take a timeout, and we will see what is going on with Josh Giddey. Man, he crossed him, and Josh falls, and it looks like that he might have twisted his ankle, and DeAndre Hunter with an emphatic jam over Patrick Williams. Not looking good here as Josh Giddey starts to limp over to the bench. Now he's actually going to the locker room here. And so Josh Giddey just maybe twisted his ankle. 83-78, 6:03 to go. Not some good news that the Bulls would like to see. So with that play, DeAndre Hunter has 24 points. He's also got 2 rebounds. He's got an assist. He's got a block shot as well. Kind of woke up a little bit here in the third quarter. Certainly not being shy with the three-point shots today. So he's already taken 6. He actually leads the Cavs there. And so 4 of 6. He's showing some confidence early on in this game. Donovan Mitchell 0 of 5 today, and so still really struggling as a scorer. So 5 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal for him. Sam Merle, 6-6, and so he's been pretty solid off the bench for the Cavs. As far as the Chicago Bulls, Isaac Okoro, he's up to 13 points now, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's 4 of 5 from the field. He's also 3 of 3 from the three-point line. Modest Buzelis still hasn't had a huge impact as far as scoring the basketball, struggling a little bit with the fouls right now. And so he's got 3 turnovers. He's also got 4 personal fouls. He's got 4 points in this one. Josh Giddey, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and he's 5 of 12 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. And so the question is, can he get back for the Chicago Bulls? As it looks like that he certainly maybe twisted the ankle a little bit. Last we saw here, he was headed back to the locker room. And so give you an update on that as the game goes along. But right now, 83-78, the Bulls still up on the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've been chasing the Chicago Bulls pretty hard here in this third quarter, but the Bulls have kind of hung on throughout the storm. And so, yeah, just showing the play again. Josh Giddey trying to sit down on defense. DeAndre Hunter attacks his left, and yeah, it definitely is a twisted left ankle, it looks like. And then he gets to the rim for a tough dunk over Patrick Williams right there. And so, yeah, a little bit of a tweak for Josh Giddey. And so here comes Ayo Dosunmu, as it looks like that the Cavs are now into a 2-3 kind of attacking zone right now to try to slow down the Chicago Bulls. Here's Patrick Williams skipping it into Vooch. Vooch, his shot off the rim and tipped around. And I believe it is still going to be Chicago Bulls basketball here, as I believe they call a foul. So 83-78, 5:51 to go. Isaac Okoro going out of the game. And Josh Giddey has rejoined his teammates. He's on the bench. A good sign there. And so here comes Tre Jones, top of the key. Got it over to Ayo Dosunmu. Again, the Cavs are in a zone. Patrick Williams attacking it. He's guarded closely, kicks it out to Tre Jones, who is wide open, and they miss. And here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers quickly up to Evan Mobley. Doesn't have any numbers. He'll wait on Lonzo Ball. Now kicking it over to DeAndre Hunter. His 3 is off the mark and no good, and it's rebounded here for the Chicago Bulls. And so Tre Jones driving in on Evan Mobley. Tough layup off the glass. No good, but he gets his own rebound. Kicks it over to an open Ayo Dosunmu. He misses, and there's a battle for the ball. Here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Merle. He's checked into the game, crossing it over, and he gets a little dribble handoff to the rim and lays it up to make it 83-80. The Chicago Bulls still up in this one. Kevin Huerter quickly up the court, and he's fouled going to the rim, and it's actually an and one. So Kevin Huerter coming in, driving, and getting to the baseline on Lonzo Ball, and he gets the layup, and he gets the call. So Kevin Huerter headed to the free throw line, and so he got Lonzo kind of pinned there, and Lonzo reaches in, hits him on the arm, as he's able to make the layup and get to the free throw line. And so here's Kevin Huerter trying to finish the three-point play, and he misses it. So it's 85-80. Here comes Lonzo quickly ahead, throws it up to Merle. 3 is off and no good. And a rebound from Jalen Smith. Here come the Bulls, 85-80. Looks like that the Cavs are back into that man defense. Here's Patrick Williams. He was going to go drive the ball and got it knocked away. And it is out on DeAndre Hunter. And so it'll still be the Bulls basketball. 13 on the shot clock. 4:37 in the third. Bulls up 85-80. Here's the side out. Here's Tre Jones throwing it over to Ayo Dosunmu. Guarded by DeAndre Hunter. Setting up the offense. 8 on the shot clock. Behind the back. Going inside. Driving up. And it is rejected by Dean Wade. And so I believe it went off of Ayo Dosunmu as well. And so the Cavs actually get the basketball back with 4:27 to go. Donovan Mitchell checks back into the basketball game as Lonzo Ball throws it in. Here's Donovan Mitchell. He's got it. as he's met by Ayo Dosunmu, now picked up by Jalen Smith. He doesn't have an outlet. He kicks it over to Lonzo Ball. He doesn't have anything. Back to Donovan Mitchell. His three-point shot is good to make it 85-83 as the Cavs are just 2 down after being down by as many as 19 points. Here's Trey Jones working on Lonzo Ball, and he gets it ripped, and here comes the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell quickly ahead to Lonzo. His right corner three-point shot is off the mark. Kevin Huerter quickly with the rebound for the Bulls, dribbling up quickly. He doesn't have anything and slows up temporarily, gets it knocked away, passes it inside to Jalen Smith for the nice dunk to make it 87-83. A nice play right there from Kevin Huerter, pushes the pace, takes his time, and he's able to draw the defense and kicks it down to Sticks on the baseline for a nice dunk. So a nice little pass right there from Kevin Huerter, putting some just kind of attacking pressure on the rim right there. He's able to draw the defense, and he's able to pass it down to Jalen Smith for the dunk there. So for those who are just joining us, Josh Giddey did go out of the game due to an ankle injury, and so it looked like that he might have twisted his ankle. So terrific play from DeAndre Hunter because he was able to finish the play with a dunk over Patrick Williams. But the good news is that Josh Giddey did go off to the locker room. He is now back on the bench. We will see if he will rejoin the Chicago Bulls in this game, but a good sign that he's on the bench here. And so right now, the Chicago Bulls are up 87-83 in the third quarter. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been mounting a little bit of a comeback here. They got off to a good 9-0 start in this third quarter, but the Bulls, they've been hanging on. Let's see if they can continue to hang on here in the third. All right, and so here we are. We are out of the timeout now. It'll be Cavs basketball, 3:27 to go. Here's Donovan Mitchell at the top. He's guarded by Kevin Huerter. 4 on the shot clock. He shoots it, fadeaway. Three-point shot is good to make it 87-86. And Donovan Mitchell starting to fill it here in the third. So he's got 11 points, 8 in this quarter. Here come the Chicago Bulls, up by 1. Nice cut from Kevin Huerter. Off the glass, no good, no foul call. Here comes the Cleveland Cavaliers quickly ahead to Jared Allen, and he is rejected by Jalen Smith. But I believe they will call a foul. Contact from Jalen Smith as he was going up for the block shot here. So 87-86 as, it looks like that Jalen Smith maybe got him on the way up there, but here's Jared Allen to the free throw line to possibly tie it, and he misses the first. So still 87-86 in the third quarter. Here's Jared Allen, second attempt from the free throw line, and he makes it. And so we do have now a tie basketball game. Or tied basketball game. Josh Giddey is in the game. That's good. As Giddey now looking. He's guarded very closely there by Dean Wade. Bulls swinging it around the perimeter. Here's Trey Jones around a screen. And he goes into the lane and barrels up for a layup. And a nice play from Trey Jones as he's able to finish in some contact here to make it 89-87. Good answer for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Donovan Mitchell. He's got 8 in this quarter. His three-point shot is up and good. Donovan Mitchell on a heater right now, 90-89. Cavs over top of the Bulls. Here's Manas Mazelas driving in for Giddey, who's just checked in. His three-point shot is off the mark. Here comes Donovan Mitchell with the rebound now. He's got the ball in his hands, and he takes another three. It is off the mark, and it's tipped around, rebounded by the Chicago Bulls. Here comes Kevin Huerter crossing over on Jared Allen. Up and under move. Jared Allen stays on the ground. He doesn't have anything. Back to Giddey, crossing over, going to his right, getting by Lonzo, off the glass, no good, but got his own rebound, kicking it out to an open Manas Mazelas. His three is up, and no good, and a rebound for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so 140 to go in the third. Donovan Mitchell lobbing it up for Jared Allen, and he catches it and throws it off the glass for a layup to make it 92 to 89 in the third. This quarter, the Cavs 4 of 23, the Bulls 6 of 20. Trey Jones driving in, and I believe he is fouled. As Trey Jones is able to knock down the first to make it 92 to 80. Or 92-90. Sorry about that. 92-90. And so 91 or 92-91 now. Good year for the Chicago Bulls. And so here's the Cleveland now as Donovan Mitchell gets it over to Jared Allen driving in, and it looks like that he is fouled. So he goes inside on a couple defenders here. Josh Giddey and Monis Vazelis talking about a lapse in coverage here. And so it looks like that there was a little bit of a blown assignment there defensively from this team. And yeah, I can see it. Monis Vazelis sitting there at the top. He kind of wanted him to maybe go at Jared Allen a little bit sooner than he did. So 91 to 93. Is Jared Allen's kind of come alive here in the third quarter for the Cavs. He misses the second one. So 112 to go in the third. Josh Giddey bringing it up across the midcourt line over to Trey Jones now. Back to Giddey. Looks like the Cavs are in a zone again. Here's Jared Allen there's Giddey on a Jalen Smith screen, and it is Trey Jones taking it up. He misses, but it's tipped in by Jalen Smith, and so he makes it now 93 to 93. As there's the Cavs bringing it up quickly. As Jared Allen has it in the post, it's knocked away. Here comes Josh Giddey on the fast break, kicking it over. Jalen Smith, his three, it's good. 96 to 93. The Bulls back on top in the third quarter, 27 seconds to go. Jalen Smith, 18 points. He's 4-4 from deep. He's on a heater tonight. 18 seconds to go, 10 on the shot clock. Here's Donovan Mitchell, Cavs basketball. He's working on Kevin Huerter, dribbles in, takes the shot from deep, and I believe they call a foul, but it is on the ground. And so 11.5 seconds to go. Donovan Mitchell draws the foul. And so be Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. Or actually, they're in the bonus. And so, it's not going to be their basketball. He's actually shooting it. So the Cavs, they're in the bonus. And so he's heading to the free throw line. As he makes the first. (96-94). Evan Mobley checks into the game, talking about Jared Allen's kind of woke up here in this quarter. He's got 11 points. He's also got 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. The activity's been there. Donovan Mitchell's picked it up after a tough start, and so he's got 15 points at this point in time, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. Been knocking down three-point shots here in this third quarter. His energy's certainly up, and so are the Cavs. And so he has knocked down the second one here to make it 96 to 95. 9 seconds to go. Here's Josh Giddey crossing over, and he's looking for Trey Jones now. He gets it knocked away, but they call a foul. And so both teams are in the bonus. 0.8 to go in the third quarter. So it should be Trey Jones heading to the free throw line at this point in time in the third. As Trey Jones steps up and makes his first to make it 97-95, 0.8 to go. Lonzo Ball checking into the game here. There's Jones trying to knock in this next one. He does. 98-95 here for the Bulls. And quickly, it looks like down the court, the Cleveland Cavaliers draw a late foul with point 0.1 to go. So 98-95, sending the Cavs to the free throw line. It's Evan Mobley as he knocks down the first free throw attempt. And so 98-96, point 0.1 to go. Heading towards the end of the third quarter. And he misses the second. The Bulls rebounded, and that's the end of the third quarter. So 98-96. The Bulls still ahead. Let's go Bulls. And Jeff, you were right. It is too close. Man, come on, let's go Bulls. So 98-96, just to recap the third quarter, guys. Josh Giddey did come back after he looks like he tweaked his ankle a little bit, so it looks like he's fine. It looks like that also, too, just from the Cleveland side of things, I think that Donovan Mitchell has certainly picked it up in this third quarter, and so he's 16 points at this point. He's got the 6 assists. He's 5 of 17 from the field. He's 3 of 9 from deep, and he's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Just 2 turnovers, but again, he's just really starting to get it going. He's actually a plus mine in the plus minus box score. So a 1 in the plus minus box score. And then Jared Allen, again, he's kind of got things going here in this third quarter as well. And so, just kind of looking at some of the stuff that he's doing, he's getting to the free throw line a little bit more. So he's been there 6 times, but he's only knocked down 3 of those. DeAndre Hunter, knocking down these 3-point shots. And so he's taken 7, he's hit 4 of these. And so I think just starting off, that was his mission. He wanted to come out and knock down some 3-point shots. So he's doing that today. So he's got 24 to go along with Evan Mobley's 24. Both of those guys actually lead the game in scoring. So total between those players, they're tied for the lead as far as scoring in the entire game. As far as just the Chicago Bulls here, so again, I think that we got some timely plays from the bench here. So Patrick Williams, he's got 11. You see Ayo Dosunmu's got 12. And then Jalen Smith, look, he's been huge today. So 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. And so he is flirting with a double-double here. And so loving the activity here from Jalen Smith. And so he's 6 of 6. From the field, he's 4 of 4 from deep, and he's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So Jalen Smith getting it done today. All right, so let's see what happens here down the stretch. And so the one thing that I do like right now for the Bulls is that Vooch, he's just got 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists and 2 steals. And so I think that Vooch, when we're talking about closing out this game, I think that there's going to be some opportunities for Vooch. And so he did get, finally, I think, a good look from the top of the three-point line. I would expect for more of that action to be run, where he's going to be trailing and they're going to be able to get him into that action where he'll knock down some 3-point shots here. And so let's see if the Bulls can go ahead and take care of the Cleveland Cavaliers after being up by as much as 19. The Cleveland Cavaliers clawed their way back in with a 40-26 quarter in the third. So Tyrese Proctor is checked in for the Cleveland Cavaliers as he brings it up past the midcourt line, and he's with Donovan Mitchell, who has it. Looks like a double team here from the Bulls, making him get it out of his hand. Here's Evan Mobley. His corner 3-point shot is no good. And a rebound from Josh Giddey as you have 6 players with 10 points here, at least 10 points for the Chicago Bulls, the 8th time this season. Here's a steal, and here comes Jalen Tyson waiting and throwing it up off the glass to make it 98-98. So here's the screen for Ayo Dosunmu. As he kicks it now to Jalen Smith, back to Ayo Desumu, around a screen, crossing it over, back to Josh Giddey. He's got 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, he's going to the corner for Trey Jones and almost stolen by Tyrese Proctor. So good defense from the Cleveland Cavaliers. 3.4 on the shot clock, so not a lot of time for the Chicago Bulls to get a good look. And so 11 minutes and 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With 3.4 on the shot clock, Kevin Herter has checked in here. And so let's see what the inbounds pass is going to look like here for the Chicago Bulls. Again, it's got to be something that is executed well, and it's got to be something quick. And so here's Ayo Desumu. He's got it dribbling in. His free throw runner is up and off, but is rebounded by Jalen Smith inside. But no, they call a shot clock violation. The refs, they're talking about it. Is it, in fact, a shot clock violation? Oh, it looks like it hits the rim. Oh, no, it looks like it hit the rim, and it should be a basket, so the refs are talking about it at this point in time. 10:58 to go. It looks like that Ayo Desumu was able to throw up that runner and hit the back of the iron, and it looks like that the shot clock violation should not have happened here. Yeah, it definitely hit the rim, and Jalen Smith was able to get the rebound and put it in. And so the refs right now, they're meeting about this 98 to 98, 10:58 to go. I certainly don't think that it's a shot clock violation for the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, it was out of his hand and it hit the rim. So it certainly shouldn't be a shot clock violation. But let's see how they handle this, though, because the Bulls clearly had the possession and Jalen Smith was taking it up for the layup. So it looks like that they're putting 13 on the shot clock. No basket. Bulls basketball inbound now. And here's Jalen Smith. He was trying to get it over to Ayo Desumu. Clock going down. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Josh Giddey. Crossover. His floater up. No good. Tipped around by Jalen Smith. He can't get to it. Here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell barreling in. His layup no good. But Dean Wade with the follow, and he dunks it now to make it 100 to 98 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So 10 to 4 with the second chance points for the Cavs as Kevin Herter quickly gets it from Josh Giddey and he hits a right corner 3-point shot and he's got 11 on the night. So here come the Cleveland Cavaliers skipping it over to Tyrese Proctor. He doesn't have anything. Now back to Evan Mobley. The Cavs working it around the perimeter, passes it into Evan Mobley, and they continue to swing it out to Dean Wade, who had a wide open three. It's no good. And Jalen Smith hitting the boards as he's got a double-double today. So 18 and 10, 101 to 100 is the score. Bulls up. Here's Josh Giddey. Over to Kevin Herter. He's in the left corner, now dribbling in, going up for a layup. He gets it off the glass, but I believe they will call the foul on Dean Wade with 9:43 to go. 14 on the shot clock for the Chicago Bulls. Bulls trying to hold on the road against the Cleveland Cavaliers after being up by as many, as 19 points in this one. So the Cleveland Cavaliers able to dig their way back into the third quarter on a 40 to 26 quarter. So here's the Bulls inbounds pass. Kevin Herter baseline shot up and good. Kevin Herter with some big buckets so far in the third to make it 103 to 100. Here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell, step back three. It's up and good. 103, 103. He's 4 of 10 from the three-point line, 19 points. Here comes the Bulls. Josh Giddey spinning in. Doesn't have anything. Kicks it back to Kevin Herter. Crosses over, back to Giddey at the top of the three-point line now. A double screen coming for him. Lonzo picks him up. He drives in, and he kicks it over to the corner. He was looking for Jalen Smith. It looks like that he was open here. So it looks like that was a foul call on Jalen Tyson. And the Bulls will get the basketball back. Side out. Vooch is checked back into the basketball game. 103 to 103. 9:03 to go in the fourth quarter. As here's the inbounds pass now to Josh Giddey, kicking it over to Kevin Huerter. As now some screen action at the top of the three-point line. Josh Giddey, a deep three, but it's blocked. And Kevin Huerter was trying to fight for the basketball, and they call the foul on Tyrese Proctor. So a good effort there from Kevin Huerter trying to fight for the basketball, and he's able to get the ref's attention as he was battling for it, and the ref calls it. And so the foul is drawn there. That was Tyrese Proctor. And so the Bulls will get another possession out of it. And so 14 on the shot clock, 8:51 to go. A good battle inside with Kevin Huerter there. And so Patrick Williams has checked in. Kevin Huerter is now checked out. I think that he's certainly given the Bulls some good minutes here early in the fourth quarter. And so Ayo Dosunmu on the floor with Giddey and Vooch and Isaac Okoro and Patrick Williams. And so here's Patrick Williams. He's got it at the three-point line. He has nothing. Setting the screen for Josh Giddey. Crossing over. Almost lost it. Fadeaway shot is up and off. And Patrick Williams had it. Looks like he got caught between a dunk and putting it in, and he couldn't quite hold on to it, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Cavs basketball. 8:34 to go as the Cavs are bringing it up the court now. It's Evan Mobley working in on Vooch. He missed the shot. It's rebounded by Ayo. Almost picked off. But Giddey is able to hold on, and it gets knocked out by Lonzo Ball here. And so 103, 8:24 to go in the fourth quarter. It'll be Bulls basketball. Josh Giddey checks out. So here's the inbounds pass with Patrick Williams to Trey Jones, who just checked in. Around a Vooch screen, back out to Vooch, wide open three. Oh, it's off the mark. He just pushed it as the Cavs get the rebound quickly ahead. It's Proctor to Jarrett Allen, and no foul called. He missed it, and the Bulls get it back. As they come up the court very quickly, as it is Isaac Okoro with it. He'll wait for everybody else. Okoro at the three-point line, dribbling in. And he throws up a shot, no good, but I believe he has drawn the foul, and in fact, he has. Isaac Okoro driving in on Jarrett Allen and the rest of the Cavs defense. He's able to draw a foul, but yes, Jarrett Allen, no foul on that last play. They're just playing the replay here. He just flat out missed it, and so give Trey Jones a lot of credit for getting back into the play. It looks like that Jarrett Allen got a little flustered under the board. Looked like he had an easy layup, and he just flat out missed it. So Isaac Okoro knocks down the first here. And so 104 to 103. The Bulls up here on the road against the Cleveland Cavaliers, trying to answer from last night's loss. As Isaac Okoro is able to knock down the next one here. And so to make it 105 to 103, Isaac Okoro. And so here's the Cavs bringing it up as Donovan Mitchell around a screen, kicking it over to Lonzo, to Proctor for three. He's off the mark. He's hit a couple today. It's rebounded by Ayo Dosunmu, going up the court quickly. The one-man fast break answers for the Bulls to make it 107 to 103. Ayo Dosunmu driving in and finishing. He's got 14, 5 of 10 shooting. Here comes the Cavs. An open shot for Tyrese Proctor. Top of the key, missed. Trey Jones has got it quickly ahead to Ayo Dosunmu. Drives in, contact, no call. Rebound inside by the Cleveland Cavaliers. 7:10 to go. Here's Jarrett Allen. He's at the top of the three-point line. He doesn't have anything. Puts it on the deck. Throws up a floater. No good, and it's rebounded by Vooch. Here comes Trey Jones, and Trey Jones will wait. He calmly waits for everybody to come back here, as it looks like that we have a foul called on DeAndre Hunter. So 107 to 103, 6:56 to go, 17 on the shot clock in the fourth for the Chicago Bulls. And so Ayo Dosunmu able to find a window to get to the lane. And yes, DeAndre Hunter kind of grabbed Vooch there by the top of the jersey, and they catch that hold. And so a timeout on the floor right now, 107 to 103. The Bulls trying to close up in the fourth against the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, guys. And so going into just some of the stats so far, and so just looking at the Bulls side of things, Isaac Okoro, he's having a very good showing here against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so I'm not really surprised with that. He had a good one against them in the preseason game. And so it looks like that coming back to the Cleveland Cavaliers home court, maybe we should start to play there all 82, and he'll have great offensive nights. And so he's having a good one tonight. So 15-4 and 3 for him. Modest Buzelis, look, he's only got 4 points and 4 rebounds. If you are just tuning in to this one, he's got 4 personal fouls, and so he's really struggled there. Vooch, 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists and 2 steals. And so Vooch, 3 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from deep. Hasn't been able to get some stuff going, but this is Vooch's time here in the fourth. And so let's see if he can help close down for the Bulls here. And so Josh Giddey, 15, 8, and 6. And 2, able to come back into the game after tweaking his ankle. He's 5 of 5 from the free throw line, and he only has 1 turnover right now. Trey Jones, 6 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, and he's 3 of 7 from the field. And so, I'm liking the kind of settling kind of effect that Trey Jones has here on the offense. Patrick Williams, 11 points. Kevin Huerter's been really big off the bench. He's hitting some big shots, and I just love how he is continuing to attack the defense and not settling for the just first shot. He's giving the defense these pump fakes. He's getting downhill, and it's causing some tension on the Cleveland Cavaliers defense, and he's making the right plays there. He's also scrapping inside. He's got 2 steals. He's got a block shot as well. 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep for him. And then Jalen Smith, I think he's been the story of the night for the Chicago Bulls. 18 points. He's got 11 rebounds. He's also got 4 assists in this one. He's 6 of 6 from the field and 4 of 4 from deep. And so he is absolutely locked in for the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell is woken up if you're just tuning in. And so he's got 19 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists after a slow start. Evan Mobley and DeAndre Hunter, they've been eating throughout this game. They both have 24 points in this one. And Jared Allen just smoked the layup. And so 11 points, but he has picked it up in the third quarter. Let's see if the Bulls can go ahead and close things out as this timeout is ending on the floor. And we had a foul call. And so it looks like that Vooch will be heading to the free throw line as the Bulls at the 6:56 mark are already in the bonus. That is huge. And so here's Vooch to the free throw line as he makes or misses the first. It looked like it was going to rim in, so he misses the first here, 107-103. Well, Vooch, you got to knock down these free ones. And so 6:56 to go. Can he knock down the second one? And he does to make it 108-103 as the Bulls are up. So here we go. The Bulls bench 56 points in this one, and DeAndre Hunter takes a 3, but there is a foul called here on Patrick Williams, I believe, trying to fight over the screen. And so no shot foul, but Patrick Williams, he kind of hooked Jared Allen trying to get around the screen here to get out to DeAndre Hunter. So here's the Cavs, inbound pass or side out pass. And here's Donovan Mitchell. Looked like he was taking a 3. Hands it over to Sam Merrill. Now he'll kick it to Donovan Mitchell off a screen. His 3-point shot off balance, no good. And there's a foul, as that is Isaac Okoro hustling in, throws himself to get the board, and DeAndre Hunter throws him down. And so there is a foul call, and I believe that is going to lead to a couple more free throw attempts for the Chicago Bulls. And it is, as Isaac Okoro is headed to the free throw line. He's got 15 points and 4 rebounds tonight. Isaac Okoro showing some confidence here from deep, and really he's been locked in on the offensive end. And so here he is to the free throw line. Can he add to his numbers tonight? And he can, as he hits the first one to make it 109-103. The Bulls getting ready to head into that 5-minute mark, and that is clutch time here. And so let's see if the Bulls can take care of business as we head into winning time. Here is Isaac Okoro, and he knocks down the second one calmly. And so 110-103, Bulls 27 of 30 from the free throw line. They've done a great job as far as getting there. And so here comes the Cavs. Here's Jared Allen at the top of the key. He's waiting on Sam Merle, who comes around a curl screen at the free throw line. He misses it, gets his own rebound, though, and the Cavs get the ball back. Here's Donovan Mitchell for three. Knocks it down 110 to 106. You got to close down on those defensive possessions and get the board. And so here comes the Bulls. 6 minutes to go in the game, 110 to 105. As it's into Vooch, spins. His shot on the baseline is up and good to make it 112 to 105. The Bulls continue to hold off the Cleveland Cavaliers 44 to 44 in the paint. Here's Donovan Mitchell driving in, and he was going baseline, and he's fouled by Isaac Okoro. And so 5:44 to go. Donovan Mitchell woke up here in the second half, really, and so he's got it going. Can the Bulls hold on? Kevin Huerter has played very well off the bench as he's back in the game for Ayo Dosunmu, who's had a strong game as well. Here's DeAndre Hunter, side out to Sam Merrill. 56 to 18, the bench scoring for the Bulls, 56 to 18. And so here is Evan Mobley kicking it over to Jalen Tyson for an open three as he knocks it down to make it 112 to 108. As here is Patrick Williams. He's in the game. He kicks it over to Nikola Vucevic. Back to Kevin Huerter. Back to Vooch. His turnaround shot at the free throw line, no good as he misses. The Cleveland Cavaliers have it. Here's Donovan Mitchell coming across the half-court line. He gets it over to DeAndre Hunter to help lead the Cavs in scoring today, and it's stolen by Kevin Huerter, driving in towards the rim, and he lays it up. Off the steal, Kevin Huerter to make it 114 to 108. 15 for Huerter, 6 of 8 from the field. Here's Donovan Mitchell. Got it over to Jalen Tyson. Good defense from Isaac Okoro. Good defense from Kevin Huerter. Here's DeAndre Hunter kicking it over to Jalen Tyson. He's wide open for the three-point shot, and he knocks it down to make it 114 to 111. As this game is starting to get pretty tight. Down the stretch, 4:16 to go in the game. Can the Bulls hold on? Jalen Tyson, he's woken up too. He's got 13 as well. So here comes Trey Jones around a screen from Vooch, kicking it over to Huerter. Huerter waits. Turnaround jump shot in the lane, no good. And a rebound for the Cleveland Cavaliers with 4 minutes to go. Here comes DeAndre Hunter. He'll slow up and wait. Around a screen, he wanted the switch. Patrick Williams doesn't buy into it. He's still with him, shooting over Patrick Williams, and he knocks it down to make it 114 to 113. The Cavs down by 1 as DeAndre Hunter, 10 of 15, 26 points in this one. Here comes Trey Jones dribbling in as he hands it off to Isaac Okoro, who lays it up off the glass. Nice play from Trey Jones to get downhill, draw the defense, and get it to Isaac Okoro, who was waiting on the baseline for the layup. Here's Evan Mobley, fakes the three-point shot over to Donovan Mitchell, trying to find somebody. He's doubled temporarily. The Cavs work the basketball over to Jalen Tyson, who is able to drive and get a layup. And so 116 to 115, 3:02 left in this game. Here comes Trey Jones. He was driving in, and he is fouled. 116 to 115, 2:57 to go in this one. The Bulls are in the bonus. And so it looks like that we are taking a timeout on the floor. 116 to 115. Can the Bulls hold on in Cleveland as the Cavs have mounted a little bit of a comeback here late in the fourth? So 116 to 115, 2:57 to go in this game. And just going over to take a look at the numbers here for the Chicago Bulls. Isaac Okoro, look, he's done a great job as far as just being aggressive on the offensive end. He's 5 of 6 from the field, but his three-point attempts, when they were available, he's knocked them down. So he's 3 of 3 there. He has not missed a free throw. And so he's actually gotten to the line the most for the Chicago Bulls. And Isaac Okoro, I think he does a great job as far as working off the ball generally when you look at what he does offensively. And so he's finding ways to be available that way. And so he's done it offensively tonight, and defensively, he stuck his nose in there really throughout this game. Josh Giddey, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Currently, he's on the bench. Remember, he did kind of tweak his ankle a little bit. He was able to come back out. And Trey Jones has picked it up here in the second half, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He's 3 of 7 from the field, so making some timely plays right now for the Chicago Bulls. He is a -19 in the plus-minus box score, but he's still making some good plays here for the Bulls. And then Jalen Smith, again, the story of the night for the Bulls, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. He's got a block shot as well. He has not missed from the field. Jalen Smith has been locked in. And Kevin Huerter, man, he is making some huge plays off the bench along with Ayo Dosunmu. And so right now, the Bulls, they're doing what they do, which is hammer teams off the bench. Right now, I believe they have 56 points off the bench when we last just went over the stat that just appeared on the broadcast. And so they've got a huge, huge advantage with the bench scoring. So the upcoming schedule, they have the Spurs on Monday. They've got the Detroit Pistons on Wednesday. Then it looks like that they have the Jazz coming up on the 16th. And so remember, going back to what Kobe White said, perhaps maybe on that West Coast trip, maybe we would see Kobe White here. And so let's see what happens if the Bulls can take care of business as they are trying to close out here against the Cleveland Cavaliers, 116-115. The Bulls are up. All right, and so Trey Jones, I believe, is headed to the free throw line. Last play out, he got fouled, and so the Bulls are in the bonus. So we'll be heading to the free throw line for 2. 2:57 to go. 10-3 run in the last 13 clutch games, including last season. And so the Bulls are 10-3, in the last 13 clutch games. This is what has appeared, and they're 4-0 this season in clutch games. And so as Trey Jones knocks down a pair, as it is 118-115. And Trey Jones, he has actually fouled at the top of the key, or top of the half court line. So it looks like that the Cavs came across the half court. He fouled. And so it's 2:50 to go, 118-115. The Bulls, he just knocked down a pair, as it'll be a side out for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here comes DeAndre Hunter around a screen, dumps it down to Evan Mobley. Doesn't have anything. Back to DeAndre Hunter. Off the dribble drive, nothing. Back to Evan Mobley. He's looking for space, barrels into Josh Giddey, no call, and then it looks like he came over the back on Josh Giddey and no call there. Unbelievable. Like, no calls. I mean, yeah, no call here. So 118-115. I mean, it looked like you could have certainly went with the over the back call here. Is just Evan Mobley comes in wildly on the closeout on Josh Giddey. But no call. It's just out of bounds on the Chicago Bulls. And so 118-115, the Cavs get the ball back. DeAndre Hunter fakes the pass. His three-point shot off the mark, too strong. And a rebound from Nikola Vucevic. And so can the Chicago Bulls continue to keep their composure down the stretch? 2:16 to go. Here's Trey Jones crossing it over, driving in. He throws it up off the glass, and he is fouled by Sam Merle. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are in the bonus. And so the Bulls doing what they need to do as far as getting to the free throw line and getting a chance to score the basketball from there, and really putting the Cavs in a tough situation here as the clock kind of goes down. They're 7 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And so the Bulls doing a terrific job as far as getting to the free throw line today. As Trey Jones knocks down the first. And he makes the second one. And so Trey Jones doing Trey Jones-like things here and closing out for the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls shooting 91.2% from the free throw line. The Cavs at 68%. Almost a turnover for the Cavs. And that's DeAndre Hunter driving in on Kevin Huerter, and he is fouled. 120 to 115, 159 to go. The Bulls in another clutch game. DeAndre Hunter will be heading to the free throw line. Stat here by the broadcast team is that the Bulls are 4-0 in clutch games this season. They've been 10-3 over the last 2 seasons here in clutch time. And so a miss here from DeAndre Hunter. And so 120 to 115, the score remains 159 to go. He's 10 of 16 from the field, 4 of 8 from deep, 26 points. DeAndre Hunter has had a good game today, as he now makes the second one. So 120 to 116. Things getting tight here in Cleveland. Here comes Josh Giddey. 156 to go. Chan of defense. Here's Vooch. Screening for Trey Jones. Jones driving baseline. Throws it up. No good. But a foul is called as Trey Jones drawing another foul with 147 to go. Trey Jones calmly driving into the body of Cleveland Cavaliers defenders, and he is drawing the contact and making sure that the ref knows that it should be a foul call. And so Trey Jones showing that basketball IQ down the stretch here for the Chicago Bulls. He's at the free throw line. He's already made a couple pairs this quarter. So he knocks down the first one calmly as the Bulls look to close it out in winning time. Be a huge win here for the Bulls on the road after a tough loss against the Milwaukee Bucks, and he knocks it in as the Bulls are now 10 of 12 in this period from the free throw line. Trey Jones, 17 points, and he's got 12 free throw attempts as there's a big three answer from Donovan Mitchell to make it 122 to 119. He calmly rises up. 132 to go. Game on the line now. Here's Josh Giddey. He's got it top of the key against Merle. Crossing over, driving in the Aussie. Oh, he misses the layup, tipped around by Trey Jones. He wanted a foul, but it's a rebound inside to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Donovan Mitchell weaving through the defense, driving up and up for a layup. And so it is now 122 to 121. And so some good defense here from the Cleveland Cavaliers, 1:10 to go. And here come the Bulls. They inbound it now quickly ahead to Isaac Okoro. He's driving in. He doesn't have anything, almost traveled. And now he's got it over to Trey Jones. Clock ticking. Trey Jones around a screen from Vooch. He's guarded by Evan Mobley. Got a little bit of a mismatch. Can they get it into Vooch? They don't. Isaac Okoro, he takes a three, and it is rebounded by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here comes Donovan Mitchell. 44 seconds to go. They can take the lead. Around a screen, Donovan Mitchell tosses it in to Jalen Tyson. He doesn't have anything. Back to Donovan Mitchell on a cut. His layup off the glass, and it is good. 123 to 122. 33.4 seconds to go. Oh, man. It looked like that Vooch had a chance to get the steal, and it just went right by Vooch's head on a backdoor pass. Easily could have been a turnover. Donovan Mitchell was able to finish at the basket, and he draws the foul, so he gets the hoop and the harm. After 3 points in the first half, 1 of 10 shooting, he's got 25 points in the second half, and he's 9 of 14 from the field. And so now a 124 to 122 lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 31 seconds to go. Can the Bulls answer? Here's Josh Giddey bringing it across the half-court line, around a screen, a double screen now, as he's got it over to Vooch, now to Kevin Huerter. He jab steps, crossing over. Defense is up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Back to Trey Jones, driving in. His shot up, no good. Rebound inside to Vooch. And they call an offensive foul on Vooch. They say he cleared out with 12.3 seconds to go. 124 to 122. That is a tough foul here as Vooch gets the board, but then they call him for the offensive foul on DeAndre Hunter. All right, so DeAndre Hunter headed to the free throw line, 124 to 122. Time is running out here for the Chicago Bulls with 12.3. You would like for him to miss something as he makes the first one here to make it 125 to 122. Still a one-possession game at this point in time. See if he makes this second one. It'll be a two-possession game. He does. He makes it a two-possession game to make it 126 to 122. 12.3 seconds to go. The Cleveland Cavaliers clawed their way back, and they are up by 4 points in the fourth quarter. And so let's see what happens here as the teams take timeouts or take the timeout, as we've had 7 ties and 6 lead changes in this game. All right, guys, so the timeout is ending. Teams are coming off the benches here. They're getting ready to start it up. And so Donovan Mitchell has come back to lead in scoring with 29 to go along with DeAndre Hunter's 29. So 12.3 left to go. The Bulls will have the San Antonio Spurs on Monday, and so a day off. And then they will be playing the San Antonio Spurs. All right, so here we go. It looks like that Trey Jones will have the side out for the Bulls. 12.3 to go. Into Vooch. To Kevin Huerter. Off the curl. The three. It's no good. Tipped around and is rebounded by the Cleveland Cavaliers with 4.3 seconds left. And that might be it in the end of the line for the Chicago Bulls tonight. 126 to 122. Foul called. Teams in the bonus as the Cleveland Cavaliers are headed to the free throw line here with 4.3 on the clock. Kevin Huerter coming off a down screen going for the three-point shot. He missed it as Jalen Tyson is able to make the free throw to make it 127 to 122. Well, that's a tough one for the Bulls as this next one goes down as well. And I believe that is it for the Bulls, as it'll be 128 to 122. A last-second heave from Trey Jones. The Bulls, they fight in this one, but come up short as the Cleveland Cavaliers just a little bit more clutch down the stretch here in a tough basketball game. Good game from Isaac Okoro. And just really a great game across the board for the Chicago Bulls, but they take the loss today. And so, look, I want to thank everybody out there for tuning in to the live stream. You guys let me know in the comments here what you guys are thinking, and I'm just going through the comments here. And so I want Smith on the floor. I feel you. The broadcast team just said it. They said, look, he's been out for the last 6 games, BPA 560. Hopefully I said that right. This game was chess, not basketball. Billy lost today. And so I think that people are going to look back at that and say, hey, you had a guy that got you 18 and 11, at least give him something here in the last part of the game. And so they did say that during the broadcast that the last 6 minutes, I believe, that he was off the floor. And so Jalen Smith had a very good night if you guys are just joining us here. And so we're wrapping some stuff up. But look, I think that the Bulls did a great job as far as coming back, showing you some resilience. This team, I think, is showing you that they're for real. And I know it's a loss tonight, but I'm still impressed with the way that this team was in it. They were right there towards the end. And I think that you have to give the Cleveland Cavaliers a lot of credit with the way that they were able to kind of close down this game, which we'll talk about that a little bit more on the post game. But anyway, the Cavs win this one 128-122. The Bulls will be taking on the San Antonio Spurs coming up here on Monday. And so right now, just doing a quick kind of recap here of scores in the NBA, it looks like that the Spurs actually beat the Pelicans 126-110. Wemby had 18, 18, and 3. And so that's going to be a tough matchup here for the Bulls. And so a tough one tonight for the Bulls as they lose the game. We're going to be doing a post game out there. Just want to thank everybody for going ahead and chiming in throughout the live stream. You guys let me know how you guys like this live stream, this kind of play-by-play and everything else. And so the goal is that if you're not able to watch the game, you can actually get the play-by-play of the game as it goes along here. And so anyway, you guys let me know. Make sure you follow us here on Chicago Bulls Insider as we talk nothing but Chicago Bulls daily. We do have a post game that is coming up, and so that video is going to drop. Just want to thank everybody out there for chiming in. And then again, let us know and make sure you drop that like, subscribe, hit that super chat if you can. If not, it's cool. We love you anyway. And so I will see you guys on the next one. Like I said, we have a post game coming up. And so peace and go Bulls. All right, peace.